Hey, man.
Hey guys, hello you do all Thomas Bunga, you my guest.
Hey, guys. That's a pro on YouTube. I'm here on TV's live stream today talking about My Hero Academy Season 6, the new
Yep.
season that already finished or already came out. So, let's talk
Well,
about.
it been on Funimation, but Adult Swim the two episode left.
Oh, Tanami, I
So
know. Tanami on.
Yeah,
yeah, Konami.
they also. I'm Nick, uh, also on YouTube. Uh, we have a lot to discuss when it comes to My Hero Academia season 6 because it covered mostly two story arcs. We'll talk about it, and now our other guest.
My name's
Yep.
JP Blaze from YouTube as well. You've probably seen me on previous streams and other videos with Tevia where we've done multiple videos like Son of Kal-El and his Super
Yep.
Sense of Dead IP. And I'm here to talk about My Hero Academia today. Maybe some other topics if we have time.
Yes.
But,
Yep.
Now there are two interesting fun facts this season. Number one, it's the first season, season 2. No movie was released.
No movies since World Find Mission.
Which I saw that in theaters when they came out.
I saw it here too. I love one in theater. My favorite next genre superhero.
Yes, and that
nice
movie,
film.
yeah,
Yep.
first weekend it came out, made the box office equivalent of what the first two movies did in just the first few days, which is awesome. And I was discussing before where you came on that in the last, let's say, 7 years per se, that we've had a lot of really good movies released here, and they've done really well. Not just My Hero Academia movies, Dragon Ball Super, its two movies. The last two was
Demon Slayer.
Stampede and Red. Those movies are really well. The biggest one being Demon Slayer Mugen Train. We're not going to go into what was the second movie, which technically was like 3 episodes and then the one.
It wasn't a movie. It was more an anime special. I was in theaters, and while it was fun to watch both the end of the analog and big screen, it felt into the anime special, but turned into a movie.
Yeah, the only movie in the last 2 years who was not, let's say, a sequel to a movie that's released at least in the last year was that time I reincarnated as Slime Scarlet Bonds.
It was like an OVA. It was? Huh. I know about that.
Not that movie. That was an action featured movie.
No. Not the entire Slime movie. I meant the actual Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah, it technically was. But I love the movie. I know you thought it was confusing. A lot of people was very disappointed with the movie.
Yeah,
mainly because they didn't see the TV show. I watched it before the movie came out. As a matter of fact, you guys might find this interesting. The lead voice actress herself recommended go see it. Brandon Kowalski. Yep, I had a chance to meet her at Comic-Con this year. Great person. And the last Comic-Con I went to, I actually met a few people who actually are in this show that we're talking about.
Nice.
I met Deku. I met.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
I met the actress who plays Momo.
Yeah.
Colin Clickenbeard. Of course, Samantha Chaku again, Lucy Christian. Ian St. Clair, who plays Tentacruel. You know, the guy with the like 6 arms.
I know him.
Yes, I met, as of now, I think I met about half the cast by now. My gosh.
Nice. That's awesome.
I've also met this year. I met the guy who plays Shudo, who played pretty well this season.
One of
the first people I met who was recording the show was Sabbath. I met him back in 2019. Let's see. I also met the actress who plays Ponyta, Sarah Weinhoff, and also Fantasy from the same class. I also met Vernon this year, what we saw in season 5. I know she's popped up in season 6 as well at the beginning, but she didn't appear very much. But this season is the first season of the whole series to adapt only 2 story arcs for a good reason. Because the first arc they adapted, the Paramount Liberation War, even though they kind of adapted for a couple episodes of season, the previous season, one episode, this arc took up to date, the most episodes of all My Hero. This took up 20 episodes.
Straight.
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
It's not even overhaul. was as long. I think Overhaul was like 10, 12 episodes, I think it was.
13 to be exact.
Yeah, but
13.
this was longer.
Titanium.
And I think in the manga, I think this went on for oh my gosh, this arc went on for about 3 years.
It's 3 years, 2
Yeah,
months.
it built up at the machine 5. It built up machine 5.
Yes, when they had Eraserhead and President Mike go visit the guy who was part of Warp Gate. I think his name was a K.
Tamagui, I think.
Yes, which
Tamaguya?
I did explain in my video when they. Now, if you're curious, the death has been featured in the manga of how this character died. He died in chapter 60 of the My Hero Academia Vigilantes manga. That's where you can.
Oh yeah, the spin-off book.
Which, here's the thing, it's really good.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Series actually really good.
Abstain.
I'm actually quite surprised they've not adapted this for an anime yet. The manga's over.
My bet they're gonna save that series when My Hero at the end. We'll probably get that in the anime series.
Possibly. Though this year we did also see, like during the season release, we did have a light novel release this period of time over here. The light novel was released over in Japan in October 2021. It was a book that took place before the events of this very season. Most of it's sort of like slice of life type of stuff. It's basically what we expect to see some off screen. These books, according to the writer of the manga, are canon. The books are not very long. I think only about 250 pages long. The last book took place, some of the off-screen stuff from the school festival arc from not season. I think it was season 5. I think it was
season 4.
Season 4. That's the last book covered. This book is basically all about like cherry blossom stuff. Okay.
Nice. That's cool, man.
But this book in particular, now some of the books do in fact expand upon some off-screen stuff. I think it was book 3. I think it was where they explored what Shuda like. First portion of the book explored what Shuda was doing off-screen during those episodes, where he ran into the tech person makes Deku's tech.
Nice.
You know, the one with the zoom ability for eyes.
Yeah. I know her.
Yeah. He ran into her off screen. But in the case this season, we had started off with, we started off with a raid on Jaku Hospital.
Yep. Which is actually a big setup to scene 5.
Yes, which they led into this season. Now, I did point out my reviews. It seems as though the only characters who actually have a lot about dialogue this season, like the first half, is Endeavor, which is not surprising because he's basically kind of like the start of the first half. Mount Lady gets a lot of lines, which is surprising. Deku, first half, like if you watch like the first like half of the season, he gets
hardly any lines.
Maybe
7 at most. 7 at most.
Yeah.
Well, until I just Shigaraki, but he breaks out. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, and so Endeavor is leading a team on Jaku Hospital, while Mount Lee is part of a team to lead on the hideout of the Paramilitary Liberating Front, where this is, I think, where Hawks comes to play.
Yep.
Where he kills
Hawk with a spy. He's a double agent.
Yeah, and also they during this period when they were arresting people, they arrested the hero who popped up, I believe, in the season. It was
season 5.
Yeah, season 5.
My Academia arc. My Academia.
Yeah, I think it was the
Speedster.
Speedster.
Cool name.
Let him talk.
I believe it was the Speedster.
No. He's not a Speedster. No. Actually, I don't know. I forget the name.
Yeah, and so like they raid the hospital. Now they run into the chief administrator, who is also working for All for One.
Yep.
Now, TV, you don't know much about this. You probably heard rumblings about this. But when they announced this doctor's name, his real name, the writer got a lot of flack for over in Korea because he named him after a North Korean war criminal.
Oh. I didn't know about this.
Yes.
Shit.
It was one of
God
his
damn
alternate
it.
names. But appearance-wise, and this has been confirmed, he is based upon Dr. Robotnik.
Yep, Dr. Eggman from
Yep.
Sonic.
Yeah, so like, oh crap, it's him, but actually just twice in disguise. And apparently, it was, they say at first, oh, the guy has got no quirk. He's quirkless. And then it turns out he actually does have a quirk.
Yep.
He doesn't
He
age at all.
Yeah, he's immortal, basically.
Yep, so they basically rushed the hospital. They also took time to evacuate all the patients, all the hot staff, which is very smart for them to do. So
Yep.
they have Mariko, the number 5 superhero, run to the basement. Run as fast as you can, buddy hero. Which she's a fun character. I love this character.
She's awesome. She's badass. When she had
Yeah.
to go to the hospital and find the Nomu, she's so cool. And I love this
I
character.
love the fact they included this in the dub. I don't know if they included this up or not, because where she's like,
what's up, Doc?
yeah, she's like, "What's up, Doc?" Which is a Bugs Bunny reference.
Yeah, like, right up and down, you laugh.
Yeah, and of course he's like, "Oh no!" Yeah, and of course he wakes up his high-level Nemu like not long after this. We also have this new character, Crest Hero, which anybody can tell if this character is a ripoff of the lead character from the Registered Hero, just by sheer appearance. The only difference is his head.
Pretty much.
I don't watch your hero, so I don't know what that is.
Yeah, Registered Hero.
Speaking of my hero, I know character, but I did saw you be on my hero for on the manga. Apparently, you said Chainsaw Man made a appear at the in this arc. You're a Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man, which they cut out probably because Bones doesn't have a license to use them.
Yeah, which is kind of shame, but I love to Chainsaw Man adopt my hero, but I know it'd be in that arc, which I think I'm sure it I hope I know it doesn't cover American manga companies do it cover it, but I do know they usually did crossover with my hero. My hero.
It was more of a cameo. I wouldn't really call it a crossover. It was a cameo more than anything.
Yeah, the cameo.
But if you look up the Rising of Shield Hero,
yeah, that's him. Found him.
Yeah, but you look up the Rising of Shield Hero, and if you see what Crest Hero, remember what he looks like.
That's cool. I love that cameo. That's a good cameo.
Yeah, I think they changed his name in the anime to something else.
Yeah.
Yes, they changed the name to something else.
Yeah, but clearly that was Chainsaw Man. That was probably done as a quick cameo, and probably maybe because the writer is a fan. It's probably because you're a fan or probably a friend of the writer who writes Chainsaw Man.
That's my best guess.
Which, have any of you actually seen the anime Chainsaw Man?
I watched one episode in the dub on me, final live on Hulu. Took it long enough, and that is in the show.
For those for you anime onlys, when I tell you Makima is crazy, she is crazy. Like y'all are not ready. Y'all are not ready.
Yep.
Yeah,
but the main battalion is actually down a lot.
Was that Sarah Weinhoff was voicing Power, and given how she was her characters, I figured she'd be perfect as Power. And what I heard,
nailed it.
Yeah, she's absolutely perfect for that character. And from what I can tell, she had a lot of fun with that character.
Nice.
No, she had a field day. She had a field day.
Yeah. No, she get this, out of 25 episodes, I think she missed 2. She was on the premiere, and she missed 1 episode of the Katana Man arc. Yeah, because she was on the show. But she is an absolute hilarious character. Like the fact that she won't flush the toilet because she's a fiend.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Or the fact the first time you see her in a flashback, she's butt naked and covered in dirt.
Nice.
And her cat. Her cat is so funny.
Good thing I'm not hosting, or else I'd get demonetized.
Yeah.
But the cat is perfectly fine. Yeah, the cat's
fine.
Yeah. I've heard a rumor that the reason
we're not showing any images.
Yeah, I know we're going to get back in a minute.
Yeah,
but the rumor I had heard, the reason we're not getting season 2 yet, low DVD sales in Japan.
I believe it.
What the hell? God
well, you got Chainsaw Man. Its original manga is like 7 years old. It concluded 7 years ago. So you got to take that.
Actually, it was like about 2 or 3 years ago in '92.
Wait.
The original series, but it was continued.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they continued it as sort of a part 2, same numbering, I think they got to chapter, I think it was like 125 by now. Denji is not the star of part 2, it's somebody else. He is a supporting character in part 2. Because part 1, they kind of confirmed it as the public security arc saga, and this one is basically the control devil stuff.
What? I thought comments were confusing. Yeah, the comments.
Okay, it's basically a JoJo situation where you have a lot of old '80s titles, and then they just get remade or get back into prominence in time for their anniversaries. So Chainsaw Man went through a similar situation. The only difference is it's revamped, focused on a completely different protagonist. Denki still played it.
It is like JoJo, kind of.
JoJo was smart about it by focusing on a new protagonist every generation or every spinoff. I'd say JoJo went about it a bit differently.
Yep.
The only JoJo loving I know is from Hype by Rush and from Steady Stickman. You know,
okay.
Last game. That's it.
To my knowledge, the canon ones are parts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Part 5 is like its own thing, you know, the one that has the male dominant cast.
Yeah, but the thing with that one is the star of that series is the son of Dio Brando.
Dio has a kid?
He's got several. That was the first one.
Of course he does.
They have more in part 6. He has like
you don't know I know. Or this guy.
Yeah, part 6 aired exclusively on Netflix. I watched it. I thought it was a damn good season. They kind of split it up for some reason. Like they did all first 12 in December. This was in 2021. And then we had to wait 9 months for part 2. And then 3 months later for part 3.
Wait, well, guys, question. You get the difference? This guy with JoJo. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, JoJo tends to be a series where a lot of manga takes inspiration.
Well, actually, if bring him a Hype I love, but Hype I love JoJo.
It's a product of.
I don't know what this guy is, but
JoJo is it's like North Star or Rise of the North Star. It's a product of its time.
Yeah, and the one thing that the series did inspire was there was a scene that Naruto ripped off in season 1 during the tuning exams. There was a scene they show us in part 4 where you have the supporting male lead. I believe it is the guy who wears the white suit. Not the guy in the purple suit. Not Giorno, the other guy.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about.
The guy with the bow cut hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does something in the manga. He does in the anime too, where he licks his face, he licks his cheek.
Oh, the Anko scene.
Yes, Anko does the same thing in Naruto. But here's the thing. Get this. In the manga, she did it. In the anime, they didn't do it at all. They cut it out.
Well, I remember Toonami where Anko did the scene. I must have saw an uncut version as a kid, but
I saw the dub that Vince Media did. And
again, I don't watch JoJo, so honestly, this is it. Stuff.
Yeah, JoJo is a fun series. Check it out. We have Johnny Ambosh as the original JoJo.
I'll probably check it out eventually. But
and sadly, one of the JoJo actors is sailing along with us. The one who did part 4.
God damn it.
Billy Kemetz. He not only did this, he was also Registered Hero, Walking Demons with Emerkun, and 2 of those roles have been replaced by Stephen Fu, who
I know who it is.
Yeah,
Stephen Fu's a good actor.
Yeah, he replaced in both series. I have not heard his dub on Registered Hero, but I did hear it on Walking Demons with Emerkun. The guy sounds very similar to Billy Kemetz. You can't really tell any difference.
You really can't.
It's one of 2 times I've seen in the last couple years where actor passes away and he replaced an actor who sounds very similar to him. The only time I've seen this happen was Moroku's virtual voice actor.
And don't forget Frieza's.
I think his got fired. I don't think he passed away.
No. Didn't he die of? Hold on, I need to look this up. But I'm pretty sure Frieza's actor. You're thinking of Broly, the actor who played Broly.
Broly, he got blacklisted.
Yeah, he got blacklisted. But I'm talking about the Frieza actor. I'm pretty sure he passed away a few years ago. He had colon cancer, I believe.
Bailey Kimmett's also said that too.
Frieza voice actor dead.
Because I
That
believe
broke my
that
heart.
Super. I think that the first movie that featured Frieza, which was Resurrection F,
Yeah.
that one featured his dub actor from Kai.
Yeah, Chris Ayers.
Good theories.
Yeah, and I don't know if he did Super, did he, or was it the same guy from Kai?
He worked on Kai
think-
he worked on Kai and Resurrection F. I don't think he made it to Super.
No,
he did work-
it was a different actor.
Yeah, and there's also a rumor I had heard about the original actor who played Bulma. I do not know if this is true. I've never spoke to Seb about this. There is a legend surrounding him and the original voice actor for Bulma of why the actor stopped playing her.
I don't want to go to controversy. I really don't.
Okay,
Let's hear him out.
rumor,
Let's hear him out.
according to rumor, Sabbath basically offered to advance her career if she slept with him.
Oh,
Of course.
Yeah,
Fuck
quid pro
me.
quo situation.
Yes.
It's Hollywood.
I
This
don't
is
know
why
if it's
I don't.
true.
This is why I
That's
don't
according to
controversy.
rumor.
It's very
I
messed up.
actually have heard this before, though one person accused of it, and he has since denied it. Aside from Chris Sabat, who's done this, Jay Lethal
Oh
has been accused of
yeah.
this. He's been accused of this twice by two different women.
Okay, now you know he. Okay, now Jay, who did he voice again?
Jay Lethal, the wrestler.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
basically the same thing happened to him as well because he was because he was a big star in Ring of Honor. So Taylor Hendricks, she had claimed that he had offered her to sleep with him to advance her career, and she said no, and then he got her fired. Yes, that's according to rumor. I think Lethal has since denied it, but it's a very similar story. But Sam Phillips, I don't know what she's doing nowadays. I did hear for Kate Trunk's original voice actor, I've asked Kyle Herbert about that. The original voice actor is not like been fired or anything.
She
She
just
moved
walked
on.
away.
She does AAA video games nowadays.
Huh. I mean, really, you could have gotten anyone to voice Kid Trunks because, at least in the context of Z, Kid Trunks was like 8 or 9. He was just a brat for the most part. And then you cut to end of Z, like, oh, he's a teenager now and is a little less insufferable.
Oh, and do you know who actually voiced him currently in the dub?
Who?
Alexis Tipton.
What?
Yes.
Oh,
She's good. I like her voice acting. I met her.
I wouldn't have known it was her.
Yep, it was her. As a matter of fact, you know she also appeared in Chainsaw Man.
Really? Who'd she voice?
The last character, we didn't see her face, but it's a character we heard toward the end of the final episode.
Nice.
That was her. They confirmed it on Twitter.
Nice.
But in the case of the
Speaking
season,
of crossover, don't mind me. I have a theory. I've been wondering why. Like, I'm still wondering why the Demon Slayer My Hero crossover. I know the two different eras, the timelines, but it's too good to carve these characters.
they could, but the thing is, My Hero Academia takes place in the 20s. Not My Hero
Yeah,
Academia, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer takes place in the 20s. Because they actually have cars, and the one way you can tell is not because I thought at first because of the clothing and the swords, I thought this was the 19th century. Nope.
Same.
Not until you get to the nursery, like, oh crap, it's actually the 20s. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's actually the 20s.
Yep.
Which is actually the preceding era of Japan before the Showa era started up.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. But in the
that explains in the ending. Wait, hold on. Have all of you caught up to the manga? Because I don't want to spoil.
I read the whole thing.
I only watch the anime. I never read the Demon Slayer manga, so I don't know.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep this.
I do know this. I do know this though. Oh, we found out about the father. This the plot right now. Apparently, the father works for.
The final chapter of the Demon Slayer manga is a time skip.
What?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Yeah, it's time to the present day, where it's the sentences of the characters.
And they all
Okay,
hang
but
out
then my
together.
confusion. But wait, what? Huh? So,
It's
is it a time situation where
This is not like 10 years in the future. This is
This
like,
is like almost 100.
yeah.
What?
This is a fairy tale situation.
God damn it! Wait, I want.
I mean, come on. It was okay. Basically, what happened was the mangaka ended up wrapping up the series due to burnout. I'm not.
Of course.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what happened behind the scenes.
Oh,
And mangakas get a heavy workload. So
that's
her
true,
succumbing
yeah.
to burnout, I am not surprised.
I've also heard these writers
Yeah.
also suffer due to lack of sleep.
That too.
That is also
was
common.
annoying.
The
That
one
is
writer who actually is noteworthy for suffering through this is Akira Toriyama.
Oh, Kira Toriyama got the
Fuck
worst
me.
of it. This was back in the 90s.
Yeah, this was back in the 90s.
Demon Slayer was like 2000s.
It would depend, but then the anime didn't come out until 20.
But the thing is, when the
2014.
anime started, the manga was wrapping up at that point.
That's true.
And
And the
Kira
final arc
and,
was long. It was
oh,
like
it was a good minute.
it was like
Yeah.
oh my god, I think it was like 100 chapters.
Ooh.
Yep.
But
Speaking of manga, one manga I did read. I know we're kind of off topic. I know it's My Hero, but this manga I did read is kind of in the same genre of My Hero. Hang on, I'll show you what it is. Let's see.
Are you talking about One Punch Man?
No, not that.
Earthchild. Oh
yeah.
Crossover
yeah.
with
I read all this. It was very, 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 very confusing.
I've
The ending
never
was
heard of
confusing.
this one.
What?
Okay, imagine like Gaia from Greek mythology. That's basically the best way to describe this character. She's basically Gaia.
Yeah, and they fall in love and they have a child. And basically, the way this thing ends, it's so confusing. Wait, what? That's how it ends? What the hell? Ugh.
I thought this was a light novel that happened to get a manga adaptation. I'm pretty sure this was a light novel.
yes.
No, did a manga series. Wait.
The one thing I've also heard,
wait.
I'm not
Is it
sure you
a
noticed this, but according to someone mentioned this on his YouTube channel, a lot of new anime started up this year are all adaptations of isekai.
Yep.
I don't know what isekai is. I need
Okay.
Isekai is like transporting a world. You get transported or get reincarnated. So the most famous ones-
yeah, no, I remember. I think a game came out recently. Like, hang on, I'll show you what it is.
the most famous ones are Overlord, ReZero,
Eminence and
Konosuba,
Shadow.
Saga Pain, a lot of these ones getting like a new season or they wrapped up. Cautious Hero is another one. That Time Incarnates of Slime, which is hilarious. I love it.
And then all the reincarnated sword.
I haven't seen that one. There's another one that started when the second season come out in July, called which I have the book right here. Is
by the way, I found out how this game came out in the same genre.
It's Mushoku Tensei.
Oh yeah, I've read that series. I've read that series.
This series is awesome. I
It's
love
great.
this one.
It's great.
I've met one of the voice actors for this one. For the anime, I've met Eris's voice actress.
Cool.
Really? But
My hero voices a character we're going to be talking about, Nezri-chan.
Nice.
But
yeah, but like I said before, this game actually bombed it with the game was not good. But yeah, it's the same genre. Basically, it's isekai, but a girl gets transported to this fantasy world, and it's the same genre. That's what I'm talking about.
I heard this game was mid.
It wasn't that
Right
good.
Hero
It
is another
was
good
disappointing.
This
sad had potential,
The
but
first
it
season is really
bombed.
good, but the second season is okay. They adapt way too much stuff out of order.
We're all getting a DLC for this. Shocker. Coming out May 26th.
Yeah.
I'll probably look it up. I'll probably look at it.
So the people who
Also,
participate with-
Lion Hero.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, Rising Hero. But people participate with Endeavor with his him and Mariko. I believe Eraserhead is here. He comes up later. President
Mike, Endeavor.
Press Hero. There's a lot of
Gran
heroes.
Torino, and the Class 1A. Some like Ochaku, Deku, Bakugo.
Yeah, they're in reserve. Mostly they're there to basically help with evacuations until
in the hospital. Meanwhile, we had the other lady at the other side of the hill doing the way in.
I believe it was the Concrete Hero, Krotos, I think his name is. I believe his dub actor is Chris Roger.
Oh,
One who
cool.
voices, I believe he voiced Mr. Satan from Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yep, same guy. He does. This character doesn't appear very much. He's not a bad character.
No. He's
And,
comedic relief. But
And then of course they also they have this unnamed commander who apparently has the same powers as Kaminari, and Kaminari is what takes him out. Which I'm like, that makes total sense. So, oh, by the way, so he was thinking like, oh, you gotta think of protecting somebody. So first person he thinks of is Earjack.
Yeah.
Which here's the thing, I met his dub actor a couple of times. Kaminari's dub actor, Kyle Phillips. He does believe in the shipping of his character and Earjack. These two.
I'm on board. It makes sense. It makes sense for both of them because even though Earjack is actually more sound, but
yeah, of course, people tend to point to these following obvious couples: Deku and Chaku, which is obvious. Homo and Shudo, of course, the two we just mentioned. A couple that I would love to see, especially since this type of couple makes sense, especially since that, of course, Red Riot kind of became a hero in the press. This character,
What?
Red Riot and Pinky.
Red Riot and Pinky. I wanted the couple, but it makes sense. Red Riot saved Pinky from Diana Machia, which we'll get that later.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay. And plus, these two help each other a lot, and they've known each other since middle school, so it makes total sense.
Yeah.
My one gripe is this is more of a nitpick than anything, but Uraka, I forget her hero name.
Ochaka Uwaka.
Or Gravity.
Or Gravity. Thank
Gravity.
you. Or Gravity. Her personality completely revolves around Deku. Now you have Hinata in Naruto, where Hinata is more of a kudere, but Uraka completely revolves around Deku. I can't imagine one scene, at least in the anime, where she's not tied to Deku at the hip.
Well, here's the thing. Actually, in this scene, she fought Toga alone, and oh boy.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's been confirmed both in the anime and the manga that she's got a thing for Deku. For Deku, it's been implied. It's not been stated.
I hope they stay a couple. I want to be a couple. I don't want to be my heart.
But here's the thing. I have heard this. The writer is going to get that as a couple.
Yay! Thank God.
Yep.
Remains to be seen.
Yep. So they basically break in. You have Moroku basically just kicking butt, taking no names, be a bunch of Nemu. And of course, you have the doctor like, oh crap, gotta run, gotta run to Todoroki. And then, of course, he's like, how would you do it? He kicks the glass where Todoroki's in. Meanwhile,
not Todoroki. You're very ready to him.
Vermilion?
No, not him. Him. The guy at the hand.
Okay.
So yeah, Todoroki. Overhaul is in the season. We'll get to him. Don't worry.
We'll get an overhaul later.
Yeah, he is. Well, it's something with him. So in the case of the mansion, they break in and it is like pure chaos. Hawks basically corners twice, and it is stated at this point he kills him, but the restart kind of confirmed he's actually alive.
Wait, what? How? He got stabbed. He got been stabbed
twice. Double. Because he make doubles himself. The writer kind of wrecked on it. Was one of his doubles that got killed.
But that makes no sense because it wanted to double.
So he's kind of back now for some reason. I don't know why, but he is. And of course, also Dabi burned his wings.
Well, hot.
Burned Hawk's wings. So Todoroki, Tokiyama, the one with the bird head.
Yeah.
He comes in, helps out Hawks, gets him out of there, and Hawks is out for the rest of the story arc once his wings are burned. He is like done completely. He's basically in the hospital for the rest of the story arc. Endeavor, he basically does his best to be up to Nemu who are on the hospital floor, and there's no Nemu at the mansion. Surprisingly, I would have thought they would bring a couple of Nemu there, but
I think the Paranormal Liberation Fund only had their members, and the Ability had Giant and Monka. They didn't need a Nemu.
Yeah, and the good Giant Monka's like sitting there. I think it was so good. His dark shadow's like, because Reed Destro's there.
Yep.
Which, of course, he's voiced by Sonny Surratt.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah. Did you know he was President Mike's original dub actor?
Really?
No.
Yes, I talked to Kyle Herb about this on a Switch stream. He said the reason why he gave up the role because it was too much of screaming parts because he was also doing Krillin and Usopp in One Piece. So he had to get
I can understand that.
Yeah,
So-
that's too much of a strain for him. So,
Yeah.
great guy.
But
Great guy.
it came back to Reed Destro, which he does a great job as Reed Destro.
Yeah, he did a great Destro. In season
One thing,
5,
it's actually one of the rare characters he voices who is not a coward.
Yep.
Because that's been his trait a lot of the time when he plays characters. He always plays the cowardly character. Very rarely plays a character he plays not a coward.
Usopp is more of a coward than Krillin is. Krillin kind of grows into his own. He's not going
Krillin
to be
became a badass. Krillin became an awesome character.
No, if you watched the original Dragon Ball, like OG Dragon Ball, Krillin was a sneak.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yep. So, of course, also Reed Destro's operating with mechanical feet because I think Todoroki destroyed his feet in the last season.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so he goes big because he's powered by depression.
Toma.
Reed Destro.
Shigaraki.
Yeah, he's powered by depression, which makes him a giant mud monster.
Yep.
Which
Well, no, not depression. Stress. It's stress.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. At one point, you see, he's here in the compound. He's driving a limo to go see the Public Security Commission.
Well, that's okay. It's a double. It's a double.
Yeah, and they were just to kill him, and then he ends up killing the chairwoman, and then here's the thing: after that one episode, we'll hear from them ever again in the series, and of course, it's later mentioned they disbanded due to the fact of lack of leadership.
Yep.
Well, I don't think they were ever confirmed they were killed off in the manga. They just fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, their leader was killed, but I think it's been confirmed recently in the recent arc that the guy who has Sensei trouble sleeping, the guy with the bag over eyes, the guy who was helping her, it's implied he took over the Public Security Commission.
That makes sense. Speaking
of course, subtitles. Okay, that's gonna come up. So they basically they do play something with the Public Security Mission later on in the very next story arc. We'll get to that. So they basically in the case of the mansion, it's pretty simple with that. Until Giant Mafia.
Until Giant Mafia wakes up and then destroyed everybody left and right.
Yeah,
Shigaraki.
Tevia, come on, let Nick talk.
Basically, Todoroki wakes up first after Marco kicks it, but it's damaged her leg. She can't actually finish the job because Nemu's. So President Mike is there because of course he's there, and he breaks the damn glass, and everyone thinks, "Oh crap, he must be dead," and they have a character check out him. I think this is it's not Crestio, it's some other character with a cape.
No, it's some guy.
Yeah, then he died, and Crestio died while trying to help out. They had several characters die after this story arc.
Yeah, but Shigaraki wakes up and got shocked when they.
And then of course Giant Mafia is trying to be stopped by Midnight, and we'll get back to her. We have Mount Lady trying her damnedest to try to stop him, and don't worry, she lives. She's still in the manga. They're not going to kill her off.
No, but Midnight.
I actually tried to basically poke fun of this to Kyle Herbert because there was one episode we saw her flying, and then you see Fat Gum saying, "Butterworth."
That's funny.
And of course, they actually added this in the anime because the manga was not there. You actually heard her saying, "Ouch."
Yep. That's funny.
Because, she didn't say in the manga for some reason, yet in the anime she clearly did. I thought that was funny.
It was funny.
I do like occasionally when anime throws in anime original lines because I usually think that they usually add more to the story.
Same.
Subtitles is better because with dub you always get cheeky lines and deliveries.
I'm more into dub.
I'm into manga, so you can't blame Funimation for that.
Well, Crunchyroll now, but Funimation got bought off.
No, Funimation bought out Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
Oh, I thought Cut do a butt, but I
No,
don't
it's,
anymore.
it's reverse. It's reverse.
Yes.
Damn. It's so confusing. Well, whatever, who cares?
Yeah, so the butler thing, that was actually from the manga, so you can't blame them for putting that in because that's from the manga, and they had to keep it in. The one thing of My Hero that people love about it, they very rarely change anything.
Which made me happy, thank God. Because on the other adaptation, like, say, what's the adaptation that you know shit? I don't know, video game adaptation.
They might cut out my character here and there, but there's nothing really like important gets cut.
Yeah, well, thank God.
I agree.
Yep. And then pretty much like the manager stuff was wrapped up once Giant Machia runs out. Like once he runs out, the manager stuff is done. Like Toga escapes.
Not exactly.
So Giant Machia gets he's used as a ride for Dobby, Mystic Press, which they finally show his face later on. Dobby, Toga, Mystic Press, Skeptic is also taken with them too. Which he's still around, and there's a funny bit with him and Labrabra in the recent stuff is hilarious. Where it's like, oh, here's Labrabra, no one to see her at the school festival, and she's like, "What? You're the one replying to all this?" It's so funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, I love the interaction with him and Labrabra. A woman whose power is that she loves Gentle Criminal and she powers him up. That's her quirk, and she just basically a support character for him, which. That's something when an anime gets, I'm hoping it gets that.
Yeah, from season 4.
Yeah, so basically, like.
Barbara, I think remind me of Harley Quinn. She's pretty Harley Quinn, but I don't know if Harley Quinn is psycho.
Kind of, yes. But Just Criminal Fly Red is based upon the Mad Hatter.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you look at him, he looks like he's like 40-ish. He's only in his late 20s.
He just naturally looks that way.
Yeah, it's kind of weird when it comes to Japanese anime where characters older than they look old and they appear. Like there's one series I watched where my wife is still country president and his future mother-in-law looks like a little girl.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, his father-in-law looks like a teenager.
Okay, forgive the confusion. What the hell?
The thing is, they're in their 40s.
What?
But they look like they're like younger, like much younger.
Right, but please was confusing. Wait.
It's Japanese anime. What do you expect? I mean, look at Terrible Twister from One Punch Man. You probably think, well, look at her, she must be about early teens. She's 20 years old.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
it's the same thing with her, too. Though, as for why she looks that way, completely unknown.
Of course.
I think that's more for the sake of the gag than anything.
Yeah. And plus, like Saitama, she can also do the dumbfounded face.
Who prefers subtitle over dub with Japanese anime? I prefer dub. Dub all the way. I don't want sub. I
only watch sub if dub is not available.
Either or. Either or. It just depends.
Yeah. So they take him for a ride, and then, of course, they arrive at the ruins of Jaku Hospital.
Well, kind of. Remember,
it takes a while.
When they try to fight
and while the battle's going on, they do confirm that Midnight dies, gets killed by Giant Machia.
Wait. I thought she get killed by villains. Didn't villain try to kill her?
No, she got killed because of stuff related to Giant Machia. She slapped her away with his giant power. And she's confirmed to be dead, along with several other heroes.
Yeah, that broke my heart.
It's sad because this is a character voiced by the level Liz Maxwell. She does an absolute great job voicing this character. And like the character, she's just lovely in person.
Yes.
Yeah.
I met her. Great person to talk to. I even gave her a compliment that she's a very lovely woman. She said, "Thank you."
That's cute.
You know, she's only like 38 years old.
Nice.
Yep. So.
But, speaking of the hospital stuff,
and she's the only like big name character gets killed off in this story arc who is a big name hero, because everyone else, when it comes to Mr. Majestic, I think he appeared prior to this, but everyone else was like new to the story arc, and they had to have casualties, so they killed Midnight. Despite the fact, I'm sure she's a popular character. I'm sure a lot of the fans in Japan probably would not happen. In fact, they killed off her.
They were probably pissed for all we know, but I don't fall.
Yeah,
jumping
and
into
I
that
put
much.
this character on my favorite list of actual list as my number 2.
It's basically a Neji and Naruto situation.
Yes.
Where that character, well, that was done mostly for impact, even though that death would later become redundant in Naruto the Last.
I don't know what Naruto. I don't know what that is.
Naruto the Last takes place after the series, where Naruto confesses his feelings for Hinata.
Ow.
I'm not saying you didn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't have killed off Neji for the sake of impact, but you already had Mike Guy sacrifice using the 8 gates. You already had Mike Guy like 20 chapters later. Kishimoto even admitted on the record that if he wasn't burned out from constant deadlines, he would have killed off Mike Guy instead of Neji. He openly admitted he butchered that.
Oops. Yeah, whatever.
It happens.
Yep. Anyway, I mean, for the Harvard arc, we should probably cover the all for one as the successor. Okay, I forget name. Hang on, you know what? Andy's trying to confuse me. I need to look this up. Let's see, screen share. Entire screen. Let's see. Yeah, Shigaraki. Yeah, we should probably tell Shigaraki because, boy, Shigaraki had major power upgrade. And I mean literally, because, holy shit, he got decay, went from this to extreme. He wrote the entire city. Like, holy shit, this guy is unstoppable. Like, he goes full kill ability, he goes full ability psycho, and he'll be unstoppable.
I'm back.
Okay, what advantage on Shigaraki?
Shigaraki gets bestowed the power of all for one. Well, he becomes his successor.
Yeah, but all for one basically possessing him.
Well,
pretty much.
Well, kind of.
Yep. And so, like, he leaves behind Mystica Press because he just bought some time. So basically, everyone else escapes. Did we talk about Toga? Her role in this arc?
No.
Briefly.
Like, her thing is like
not exactly. After Twice dies, she goes for kill crazy because fuck it. Like the boy I love Twice was kind of my boyfriend partner. It was weird, and then she goes kill crazy. She go after Ochaku Oraka because Twice died. I don't.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I don't get Toga's character.
Yeah, and here's the thing: in the recent stuff related to her, she asked Deku to be her boyfriend, and he said no because he ran out of somebody who loves to hurt people. I mean, it's almost like based upon his dialogue, the way he was talking, it's almost like he read me with Chaku than with Toga.
You can tell me a psychopath and murder and could be insane. Like I would go out with that psycho.
Yeah, and basically she's one who brought him there to do that, and then he went back to fight Todoroki. It was almost like basically that was a distraction for him.
Yeah.
Yes. So
speaking of Shigaraki, I didn't inform.
By the way, the episode where she here's the thing with Froppy. This I think some people might think it was a side character. I think she's a important character in the series. This whole season, she did not get much dialogue. I would say the episode she got the most dialogue was that one episode with Toga, and toward the end of the season. That's it.
But anyway, I do want to talk about Shigaraki. Besides, I do want to talk about the because holy shit, Shigaraki at the American Power
he goes like
that whole battle with your own heroes and Shigaraki was so awesome. It was so badass. Like holy shit! Like
you know who voiced him in the dub?
I don't know who voiced him.
Eric Vale.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yep. It's a strange thinking about Eric Vale voicing him, given the fact he's voiced some characters who are somewhat perverts.
Nice.
Like Sanji from One Piece, and his character Justin from Soul Eater.
Oh yeah,
I know that one.
Soul Eater's a good series. Did they
Yeah,
ever confirm? Wait, hold on. Did they ever confirm Krona's a guy or a girl? Because I heard in most translations he's a guy.
I don't know that. I don't think they got to that. I've been talking to people that some people really think that the Soul Eater should get a reboot to get rid of that really garbage ending of the anime got.
Okay, I like the ending for Soul Eater. I think it was fine.
Wait, I know they restructured the Ashura arc for the anime, but I thought it was pretty.
The ending of the actual series itself, the anime, the final episode is a piece of garbage. Where
really?
the main villain of the series, who is Death the Kid's brother, gets defeated by one punch and explodes.
Ow.
Yeah. And do you agree with me on this, with the finale being that terrible? Todd Peppercorn, the guy who voices Death the Kid, even he realizes that the ending was a piece of garbage.
Ow.
Yeah, because they knew they weren't going to... Okay, technically, in most anime seasons, you get 13 to 26 episodes per anime season, depending on the structure. Soul Eater wasn't going to get a third arc, the anime adaptation. So they restructured the Ashura arc and just tried to wrap everything up.
Yeah, they rushed. It was not good.
Actually, another anime was Demon Wonderland. That thing never got seen too.
Oh, Dead Man Wonderland was dead in the water. Dead Man Wonderland was canceled due to low ratings.
That broke my heart because I wanted to know what happened next, but no.
Read the manga.
It's a good anime, but I heard the second season is not that good. The Promised Neverland.
Promised Neverland was decent. No, Promised Neverland is decent. But second season, they completely tone it down. It's restructured from the ground up. It just...
And they also heard they skipped the story arc.
Oh, yeah, they skipped like 2 story arcs in Promised Neverland Season 2. They skipped like 2.
Wait.
Censorship.
Didn't Tokyo Ghoul design it well?
Oh, God, Tokyo Ghoul. That cluster.
But here's the thing. Anime. The first season of the anime, despite the fact the arcs made out of order, I've met Ken Kaga's voice actor, even he agrees. That first season, the first 12 episodes, those episodes are good. Those are the good episodes.
I like the episodes. Those are very dark, but messed up, but I think it makes sense.
Route A stuff, okay, he apparently didn't know this when I told him this originally. Apparently, that was the creator of Tokyo Ghoul's idea for that season.
For season 2?
Route A.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I heard that was the creator's idea to do that. Re is something else. It was rushed. Clearly, it was rushed.
Yeah.
The pacing was terrible. It had some good ideas from the start of it.
Yeah.
Like it's a good start for the first start of the season, but after the first couple episodes, it gets rushed. And you take the last 3 episodes. They adapt to 179 episodes in 20 chapters in 24 episodes. What they should have done is take its time. But Parrot wouldn't do that for some stupid reason. They decided to continue with the anime, they decided to rush to the anime despite the fact they freaking shouldn't.
Studio Parrot. Okay, Studio Parrot has always been cheap. Naruto has always been their golden goose. Always has been. Even though
Bleach is, you could say Bleach is kind of like that too, because Bleach is basically like Battle of Blood War.
Yes, Studio Parrot will go above and beyond for Bleach.
Another series that I think
makes sense.
Despite some people might not think they do a lot of respect for it, but I think they did toward the end of the series. Black Clover.
Yeah. I don't want Black Clover. I don't know what the anime at all.
Okay, basically, imagine Naruto, but with magic instead of ninjas. Black Clover got greenlit literally to replace Naruto once that series ended. It did break out of that mold eventually, but for the longest time, Black Clover was compared to Naruto for the longest time.
Naruto still hasn't made an English novel yet.
Oh yeah, the novel version has not been translated to English. Some say that the novel's better than the movie, but it has not been translated to English.
I've read the French translation of it. It adds some stuff to it, but I love The Last. It's a great movie. Millie, the one who voices Naruto, I met her. It's her favorite movie. I love it too. When I first met her, I brought that movie for her to sign.
It does drag because you literally have a Genjutsu ex machina. Because they retcon Naruto and Hinata's interaction. Like, just have Naruto be an idiot, like too dense to acknowledge Hinata's feelings. Even though Hinata's confessed to her on 2 separate occasions,
And Naruto grew out of his crush on Sakura at the tail end of part 1 in the hospital scene. Naruto been friend zoned with Sakura.
Wait. I think he grew out of crush on Sakura in Shippuden.
No, he tried to flirt with her. Naruto had no game in Shippuden. I'm just gonna say it, but he tried to flirt with her a couple times. But Kishimoto dragged that out because he wanted to do the whole love triangle angle, even to the point.
In the OG series, in the older series, yeah.
Yes, and here's something also you might find interesting. Did you know Naruto and Naga's romance is actually based upon the writer's romance with his wife?
No,
that's what he said. But the wife identified with Sakura more. To the point to where when Kishimoto decided to pair Naruto and Hinata together, he kind of got in the doghouse for it. When he tried to,
and also the fact the red scarf thing they used in the movie, that is also based upon what Kishimoto did with his wife too.
Whatever.
When he tried to charm the situation by admitting that Hinata was based on her, she didn't buy
it.
Yeah, I'm sure that he probably didn't get a chance to. Now here's the thing. Apparently, from what I've heard, after the series wrapped up, he took her on a honeymoon.
Every bit.
That's cute.
Because no one really pays attention to this. But as a mangaka, especially when you get an anime adaptation, you are so buried in deadlines, you hardly have any time for anything. He occupationally speaking, neglected his wife and kids for a little over a decade, to the point to where
God damn it.
No, a lot of mangaka go through this. To varying degrees. But with Kishimoto, it was so intense. It was so bad. Not only did he have back problems, but when he wrote Boruto Naruto the movie, he literally made a meta-narrative subplot that it was literally a love letter to help reconcile with his children and why Boruto does what he does in the movie. Yes. It's a beautiful sentiment. It does work within the context of the film. Now, when you get into Boruto Naruto Next Generations, it's a little jaded because the meta-narrative doesn't have the same impact. It's just Boruto's original character arc.
Did you guys hear about this story once related to the writer of My Hero, where apparently he went to the movies with the writer of Jujutsu Kaisen?
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
And the thing is, I've heard a rumor that the writer of Jujutsu Kaisen is a woman.
That makes sense.
I think she is.
Yeah, so... Is he getting lucky with the writer of another series?
No.
Come on, man.
Which, if you think about it, if he does, it would be the second ever manga couple, because the only couple we had like this is the creator of Sailor Moon and Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, they had a thing for a while. I don't think they ever got married, but
they did. They did.
Oh,
they're married.
Oh,
that's cool.
And I've heard that she is not doing the manga anymore. She gets royalties.
Oh, she's writing off royalties. Okay.
And also, he is suffering health problems.
Hunter x Hunter has been delayed so many times. I'm surprised he didn't drop the series due to burnout.
Yeah, I think that the series should go monthly, or a lot of people think that you should go monthly with the series so you get more time. Another idea that some people have had, despite the fact he's working on a manga right now, maybe they get the writer, the guy who did Tokyo Ghoul do the artwork. Because he did the Hiska one shot.
Yes, that makes sense.
That would be a nice touch because they do have similar styles.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's busy with Shoji X, which that's been delayed at the wazoo because the writer is going through some kind of depression period right now. Yes, but in the case of season 6, after the whole city was destroyed, he goes off and then he breaks the Tartarus to break out his actual real body. And it's later shown in flashback. This is where we run into Overhaul, minus his hands.
Yep.
We meet the lovely lady Najat. That's what all refers to her as, which the writer of this series confirmed her age as being her late 20s, not late 20s, late 30s, and she likes cute things. That's it.
Wait. What platform we talking about? We skip a major reveal. I need to talk about this.
Oh, you talking about when Dobby reveals he's actually Never's son?
Yes, I want to talk about it.
This is the
holy shit, this was a dark twist.
Yeah, the thing is, I've had this theory about him being Endeavor's son ever since I first saw him, because you look at him, you look at Shudo, they look so similar. These two gotta be brothers. From my perspective, it was not a surprise.
But you got to understand, Endeavor is like the Vegeta to All Might's Goku. Endeavor was a freaking asshole.
Yeah, he
Like,
was an asshole
seriously.
when my backstory. Again, we'll get that later. But I do want to talk about the Dobby because holy shit!
Oh, Dobby
Like,
got the worst of it, hands down.
He's insane. He's a psycho. No wonder that guy got fucking psycho. Like the guy went insane.
Hey, Divya.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Picked up my last Comic-Con went to.
Nice. Yeah, because Dobby, I did not see that plot twist coming. Because I did not know that was gonna be Dobby's son. Because I thought Toya was dead. But holy shit, that was insane. Damn. And he broke that Hero Society just like that with that big speech. And I mean, literally. Like, Jay, question. Like, do you think Dobby's actually justified, or do you think him doing it?
It's a complex situation. Now,
yeah.
Dobby, Todoroki, and the whole lot of them were abused. I will not refute that. But
true.
But Dobby just completely snapped and became a villain despite him.
Oh, that's cool.
Despite Endeavor. So it's a very dysfunctional situation. Would I go as far as to say Endeavor deserves to be redeemed? But hey,
I say yes.
He's trying to.
He's trying to change.
Yeah, he's trying to. His daughter basically has no problem with him. It's his sons who don't like him very much.
Yeah. I think that could be Spider back and Black being the villain by friend. Oh yeah, you're going to do the Dark Hill arc, which we'll get that later. Yep. Seems like we're in Devil's Son. Yep.
I want to get this out of the way now, but at the very end, nice. I want to get this out of the way, but at the very end, you see a silhouette. You think it's All Might for a second, but then you start paying attention to the colors, and it's Miss America.
Yeah. We'll get to her.
We'll get to her later.
Here's Momo.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like oh yes. Speaking of the fight, oh, that's cool. I think that's Endeavor.
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah. Speaking of that, I do want the gigantic market fight with Cosmo A. I am so happy that Red Riot would start gigantic market because definitely happy because holy shit!
United States of Smash.
Yay! Thank you. Yep. Like that fight gigantic market with Cosmo A was so bad and awesome. It was like Godzilla, but with Cosmo A, it was so cool. Because Gigantic is called Godzilla. Is that more human form?
He's big. He's big in any. He's basically just as big as Mount Lady.
Yep, and a lot much stronger.
Yeah, Mount Lady couldn't handle him.
Yeah, like
she was like gritting her teeth like the whole time, trying to hold him back, but wouldn't work, and she got injured. But I'm glad she didn't die.
Same. I'm glad she didn't die too. But God damn, I don't matter what I'm walking destruction.
And no, I highly doubt it's due to her voice actress. That what happened with her. I'm not sure what's going on with
I don't follow controversy. I try to avoid some of the plague. But anyway, speaking of the killer returning, let's get the best genie and his best moment. I was so happy he returned.
Talk about best genist?
Yep.
Yeah. So at the end of
after Dobby gave his speech.
Yeah. At the end of season 3, they confirmed that he actually lost a lung during All Might's final battle with All for One.
With All for One.
Yeah, which I'm curious, like, was because of the breed he was under?
That's my best guess.
Something like that.
Something like that. Well, no. All for One, but he got the not energy blast, but he got a shockwave against him. Oh, that's cool. Tell them. Nice.
Yeah, and I met her voice actress, which is Leah Clark. I met her a couple times. Met her twice last year. First time I got her to sign a series that came back just this month, and they're on my smartphone. The other was Arya Scarnamel, where she plays the main character.
I know what that is. I don't know the anime.
I heard.
I am here.
Oh mate. Yep.
Najee, are you Najee? Najee?
Red Riot.
Okay, I'm still here. I'm sorry. What happened?
Yeah, you see all the figures I'm showing off here? These are my figures I bought from Comic-Con.
Oh,
This one is not from the same line as the other figures. This is from, get this, Todd McFarlane Toys.
oh my God!
I was
cool.
surprised he make these type of things because I thought he just spawned figures and some are superheroes, but My Hero, I was kind of surprised he did this one.
Are we all collectibles?
Yes, I own like a good chunk of the My Hero cast.
Okay.
I also have Lemillion. For
Nice.
I didn't have Shudo, but now I got him. I own a good chunk of the main characters. I do not own Bakudo.
So
yeah.
So my question: when you can have action figure for Bakugo?
Now my question is this: did All Might knew about what happened between Endeavor and his sons?
That's what I wonder.
Well, again, that's a family affair. You don't really probe into people's business.
We don't know the details. We know Hawks basically idolized Endeavor, even in family. But to be fair, Hawks' family would not. Otaku, yeah.
Nice.
Yep. And voice actress is such an amazing person to meet. Lucy.
Awesome. Well, you got her autograph, right?
Yep, got her a couple times. First time, I got her to sign One Piece Stampede. Second time was Arya Scarnamel because she plays. Her character is Lupin III's daughter.
Oh,
I don't watch Lupin
Nice.
So
Awesome.
Lupin the Third is a classic.
Oh, he's watched Tanabe Betzel every
Yeah,
single
I
day.
love Lupin because he basically. I got into him because of Case Closed.
Nice.
Long anime, and oh boy, it's kind of worth it in this anime, but it is long. Well, I got this.
Yeah.
It took me 6 months to get this anime. 6 months.
Case Closed is a very long anime. I tried watching anime. This is so boring. I just couldn't get into it. It's not bad anime.
It's long. It's just really long. I mean, people
And
think
drags.
it's long, but Case Closed is longer.
Yeah, it's almost longer. One video is too long. But anyway, we're way off topic.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said before, when Richie and shit made me happy, I'm glad we did live. But oh yeah, speaking of mega videos, that reminded me when Barco had tried to say Deku, I thought he was gonna die. No.
Yeah, I also made a debut of this other host of the All for One Quark.
Mm.
Well, one ball, not all for one. One
So
ball.
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, the Quark, the other ones. Someone who you ever seen once before, like the one who has the black whip. The one looks like
Yep.
a stereotype of American soldiers because of the way he looks. Because that was my first reaction when I saw him. Because he looked like American stereotype. You know, guns,
Yeah.
bulky muscles. It's like he's a stereotype of like, I don't think American soldiers per se. It's more like 90s superheroes, the early 90s ones. That's what
The
extreme fan.
of Hellboy. You might get Hellboy actually from Mike Minogue's comic.
Yeah. Also, I don't know who. I have no. I don't remember who voiced him, but the person who succeeded him, the one who was what the heck was? Oh, All Might fell over. The one who voices All Might's predecessor is Stephanie Young.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Shimla. No, not Shimla.
Yeah, the one who's Todoroki's grandmother.
Yeah.
Which Deku commented to All Might about this. They changed this from the manga because Deku told All Might this, that she was pretty. In the anime, he said she was beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I'm fine with that because it makes sense.
Despite the fact he's older than he is.
She is.
Yeah, and
I bet she's younger.
yeah, and they kind of explained this also in the last episode too. That yellow glob you see.
Yeah, that's All Might.
Yeah, that's All Might's vestige. They explained this also in the last episode where that one can communicate with All Might, but All Might cannot communicate with him. It's not exactly a two-way street. In the case of its counterpart, All for One, that can happen. This one, it didn't happen until just after this arc wrapped up.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, speaking of the arc, like I mentioned before, but before we get to the Dark Hill arc, like I said before, we need to get the whole final battle with Dark Hill against the Shigaraki, and when Shigaraki tries to steal the one ball, he fails miserably because
and he unlocks all the other host.
Yeah, let me have it. Badass on. It's so cool to see the blood of All for One. I was so.
Now here's the thing about All for One: they've never actually confirmed about him. They do confirm that him and his brother have the same last name, but his first name is never been confirmed in the series. Never.
Yeah,
they've never said his first name at all. Don't know why. It's kind of bizarre to say the least, because that's one of the biggest mysteries about him is his first name. Also, what his face looks like. They actually do not show what his face truly looks like until he does something recently in the current arc where he de-ages himself, and for some reason he kind of looks like All Might. But
wait, what? Wait. Okay, confused. It did All for One, right? Not his brother. I'm bringing
this is All for One. The artist basically gave him the same face as All Might.
Pretty much.
Like evil. Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
it's basically All Might's face when he looks is fake form.
Like better form, yeah.
Which it's weird though his true form has got no eyes. Like literally no eyes.
Yeah.
The thing with him is that I think they confirmed that All Might I think is 40 or 50 years old.
He's probably 40 at this point. 40.
45.
45.
And here's the thing: before Midnight passed away, there was a rumor in the manga that she had a thing for All Might.
That makes sense.
But it went nowhere.
Yeah.
Where she's
fine.
like, "Oh, I don't prefer older men. I don't think for older men."
I can agree with that.
But it's a couple that probably would have worked. It probably would have worked because how long they knew each other. I personally have a problem with it. But here's the weird thing. We do not get his reaction to her death at all. The only people get reaction to her death is Momo.
It broke my heart because
I think of all the students, I think that Momo had the best connection to her.
Yeah, she did.
I'm surprised also they didn't have Mount Lady's reaction to her death because I think the manga picked them as like friends.
I'm surprised too. But speaking of supply characters, mind me, we did get another character return. 1 million. I was so happy with million buying that power back. Thank you, Ellie.
We have a return of Lemillion.
Yep. Have you watched Trigon or Trigon? Wait, what? Which Trigon?
I've watched Trigon, both the original and the Trigon Stampede anime.
I want to do OG Trigon. Never a good show. I've seen the movie.
I prefer the original.
But here's the thing about the current show. Here's a connection you might like about it. Johnny on Bosch is Vash.
Nice.
He's the only person that comes back. No one else does. Some of these anime that he mentioned, Fairy Tail, seen that. One Piece, yep. One Punch Man, yep.
I watched
Saint Seiya, I've never watched that. Dragon Ball Z, have watched that. Bebop,
you have a show. I love that show.
Trigon, I have seen that. Class Classic, nope. Erica 7, nope. Yu Hakusho, I have seen that. Bleach,
I have watched Eureka 7, but it's mid. It's very.
I don't want you. I don't want that.
I do believe that the one who plays Erica is voiced by. She's voiced by Stephanie Seif.
Yes.
Where basically her debut, if I read the description, is that she falls into the main character's bedroom, which
of course
it's similar what happens in To Love Ru, of how he meets
pretty much. It's pretty much.
Yeah, except that she ends up in his bathtub and she's butt naked, and the first thing he does is gropes her, and somehow that's proposal by groping her.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes,
Disgusting.
and they become engaged, and it becomes recurrent plot
course.
in the series.
Wait,
Ugh,
is this two?
what
Is
the
this two
hell?
love? Is this two love Rue? Or
Yes,
is it, okay. I've never watched
No.
it, so I wouldn't know.
I'm
I
out.
have. It is hilarious.
I'm out.
I've met one person who's in the anime. She's actually in My Hero. She's not. I think she was in this season. The Dragon Hero.
Yeah. I forgot her name.
Yeah, I met
know who we're
her
talking
voice
about.
actress. Her name is Catherine Barr. She
Nice.
voices Yumi,
Yeah.
Golden Darkness, the blonde hair girl.
Nice.
That's who she voices. I've never met any other one of the voice actors, but I have met her. Well, she did tell me this one series I've seen her in, which is called one of its alternate names is My Girlfriend is a Slutty Virgin.
What?
What?
That's a
What
fake?
the fuck?
That is an actual anime. Its official name is My Girlfriend is Soto Bitch.
Oh,
Oh.
I
Okay,
remember.
wow.
I've heard that one.
I never
Yeah,
heard of
I've
that.
never seen that one.
She
Neither.
is the lead.
Of course.
The female lead of the series. And according to her, that was the first lead character she ever voiced in her whole career.
Nice.
Yep. If I remember, she doesn't do very much this season, the Dragon Hero.
No.
She's here, but she doesn't do very much. I think she maybe gets the whole time she's on screen, maybe 2 lines.
Whoa. She tried to start at the main bad guy. I keep forgetting the name.
Wait.
It's hard to remember all these kids' names. There's so many kids, but the main villain.
Wait.
Oh my god! Like she tried to stop him. She used she used a crook doing on Eraserhead.
I think she got injured in this arc.
Well, yeah,
She got injured.
but Eraserhead, he chopped her leg off. I mean,
Oh.
literally, that
Oh.
did happen.
Mariko lost an arm when she was trying to get to Todoroki.
Yeah.
So, when she appears now, she has a blind arm now.
That's true. But Eraserhead chopped his own leg off and no one stopped the drug
Yeah.
with his foot. This guy's badass.
Basically, the whole thing with Dobby's revelation, not only the fact that he doesn't have her son, the reputation of the heroes plummeted.
It did because that whole bitty bombshell that Dobby did. Holy shit, bombshell!
And apparently, the black hair he had the whole time, hair dyed.
Good week.
Yeah, he dyed it because it's revealed in flashbacks that he's got his mother's body, but he's got his father's power, except it's blue.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
weird
and
because
flashback, we
Endeavor's
find out-
fire is red.
Yeah, in flashback we find out about Dobby's backstory.
He's asking more about.
It's a very tragic story. It's very sad, dark, and very messed up.
Okay.
He's asking about the other ones. If we've seen these ones, it's probably gonna pop on the screen soon. Have we ever watched High School DxD? Yes, I
Yes.
have.
No.
Watched.
No.
Gold
I
Glass.
never
Never
did.
watched it. Death Note. Yep. Eden Zero. Yep. Yu-Gi-Oh.
I've
Duel
watched-
Monsters. Yep.
I
Digimon,
watched
the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
series
Oh,
up until Dance
Digimon.
Savers. Full
Digimon.
Alchemist.
Digimon,
I've
yes,
not watched the
Full
original series. I've
Alchemist,
watched
yes.
the
Pokemon,
remake.
yeah.
Pokemon.
Okay.
I've watched that
Digimon
one.
number also.
Black Bullet. Never watched that one. Black Goon. Nope. Akame ga Kill.
Akame
Yep. That's
ga
the voice actress.
Kill, I know what that is.
Attack on Titan. Yep. I have seen
Yes.
that one. Sword Art Online.
Yes,
Heard of it?
I've seen
I've
Sword
never
Art.
watched it.
I've seen all.
The only one I haven't watched is Black Bullet. I just couldn't get into
I'm
it.
not seen Black Bullet. I don't know
I've
what
watched
that
some
is.
of these ones. The ones I have not seen is Cold Glass.
Code
Code
Geass.
Code Geass.
Code Geass is a stinking masterpiece.
I
The
haven't
original
seen it.
Code
I
Geass
watched
is
the
confusing.
anime.
I watched the movie in theaters. I don't know what's going on. I felt
Okay.
confused.
Okay, technically the movies are a separate continuity from the main series. If you want an understanding of Code Geass, watch the original series.
I went to sub in theaters. And I felt lost. If it's a dub, if I saw a dub in me, I'll get the context. I don't know what the hell's going on.
One
Just
series
wa-
I'm going to be getting into in the future, and I've talked to one of the voice actors for the show. She's actually very happy. A couple of them recommend me getting this one. I actually have the book for it right here. If you can see it.
I can't really see. Hang on.
Nice.
Slayer.
What is it?
Slayer.
Yes.
Yep.
I know what
I'm
that
going to
is.
be getting into that one future.
Anyone watch Japanese anime on Netflix?
I don't have Netflix. I watched some of the stuff. Free stuff.
No.
Well, actually, that's not true. I watched look at the Ragnarok. That anime is so weird and dark, but very interesting. And it's based human versus gods, and that's in the story. It kind of remind me of.
I think it's based upon a Korean manga. That one.
Yeah.
that one.
There was another one based on Korean manga. God of High School. I heard the anime is
I know
not
what that
that
is.
good.
Yeah.
The
God of
anime-
High School, it's basically a tournament anime.
Pretty much.
Ow.
But
You hit it.
the
You hit
anime
it.
I heard,
I see so. I know.
Tevia, let Nick talk. Tevia, let Nick
from
talk.
what I've heard about it, they rushed it.
Yes.
They
did.
skipped all the most of it. It's basically fight. That's what I heard the description was for this series, and there is currently no plans for season 2 because they rushed it.
Pretty much.
Of course they did. Yep.
Yeah. Code Geass, I might get into that, but there's like a bunch of anime I'm going to be watching soon, so maybe. I'm not sure. It depends.
I highly recommend you watch the original series and not the movies. The movies are its own separate continuity and are
the other
used
ones,
as recaps.
Black Bullet, Black Lagoon. I've heard of Black Bullet, never seen it.
Never seen Black Bullet.
Never seen Black
I've never
Bullet.
seen Black Lagoon either, so I've heard of it. I've seen some images from it. The animation looks gorgeous. Though one of the arcs of the series took like 4 seasons.
Yep. Wait, what?
Yeah, the Underworld story arc, which took up like several seasons.
Ow.
Yeah, it took up.
Yeah, whatever.
In the case of My Hero,
Yep.
I never got a topic because he keeps recommending these other anime.
Yeah, he like anime, but we need to speed this up because this thing
Yeah,
may
it's
go
almost
way
10
longer
o'clock
than
right now.
planned.
We soon continue this.
Yeah.
So after the whole revelation happened, then we had they were at the hospital, which of course you got the hospital.
Well. Before that. After what really happened, we seen at the Betsy showed up was awesome, and then we see at the 1 minute showed up with meeting. Deku tried to stop the Shigaraki from escaping. Shigaraki escaped and the awful one, that bastard. And then this week Biddy only Toya, the Gecko guy, the guy with Stain, and the guy with the black. I think the guy
who's the famous hero killer, his name is Spinner.
Spinner. Yep, and Compress. Well, no, Compress is captured. And that's it.
Okay, Magical Index and Scientific Railgun, they're pretty much the same series. They're just from 2 different perspectives.
I've never seen it.
I don't know what that is.
Austin watched the whole thing of all these series. He says they're really good. I haven't seen them, sadly.
On Tibia.
Yeah.
Before I go, I need to get some swaps. So,
Okay.
do you guys remember that so-called Kart Masters some way back?
No, never heard of it.
Okay, just asking because I wanted to. Sorry, before I go, because I need to get some. I have to.
Okay.
But listen, I have to go.
Here's more anime he recommends. I've seen like 6 of these. Big O,
see it. Don't Cart, baby. Watch on Netflix.
Leon, D-Grayman. I've seen it. I met a couple of voice
Tokyo
actors.
Ghoul, I
series.
watched. I seen Tokyo Ghoul.
DBZ Super. Yes, I've seen that.
Yep.
Bleach. So no, it's
Back
in.
in Your Blood.
Ghoul, yep. Damachi, aka Israel Goes Dungeon.
7 Deadly Sins. I watched the anime.
Pirates, I don't know what that is. And Alpha Lead, don't know what that is. Somebody's handed me for this one. I've seen
Parasite, I know what that is. I know what Parasite is. I watched Parasite on Netflix. That's a very dark story. It's not a happy story.
I have to go. Okay.
Okay.
I see that.
See you guys.
Good to see you.
Thanks, guys.
No problem.
I
Yeah, we probably soon need to wrap this up because it's like 10 o'clock right now.
Yeah, we'll get way off sidetrack. I remember we keep getting started on the anime. It did take way too long. But anyway, but basically, to make a long story short, too late. But Shigaraki escapes, and all the hill population went downhill. All the hill retiring, and then Tartarus gets blown up.
Yeah, they explained in the next story arc of how the heck he was able to do this because it's a very weird explanation of how the heck he broke the walls of Tartarus, given the fact it's one of the strongest prisons in the series. But yet they explain it. And then when he's like, has his like grand moment standing on top of Rebel, which that's him, and he's talking to Lady Najat and Overhaul, which Overhaul is not the same guy in season 4. He is barely a character.
He's broken. He watched it all. He watched everything. He lost his hands.
Which I'm like, okay, he destroyed his hands, and I'm like, the whole time he was there, he couldn't get replacement hands.
No.
Overhaul gets snubbed by Shigaraki. Overhaul kind of like fades into the background.
Yeah, he destroyed him.
Yeah, but you ever notice though that a lot of the time he's never addressed by his code name Overhaul?
Yep.
Heck, even Deku never calls by Overhaul.
Yeah, he got
Just goes by his real name. He never calls Overhaul despite his actual name. From what I've read about Overhaul when he was originally depicted in season 4, his voice actor Kellen Goff portrayed him as a guy with bronchitis.
But that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yes, and it's not surprising he came back with these because he's here. Mostly put, he's just all he wants to do is reconcile with his boss. So
with Pops,
the job, which they do make a minor change, basically how she gets her clothes that she wears. In the anime, they present it as like very neat store. In the manga, the store was a mess.
Yeah. Speaking of
this is because apparently her only quirk she had prior to going to prison was that her arm could turn into a gun and that she can make bullets out of anything.
Yep. Speaking of Wayne the Gun, when we were Wayne the Gun, her backstory, it's tragic. It's sad. She's just trying to help with the right thing, but no.
Yeah, and the fact that she's being manipulated by All For One. She wants nothing to do with him at all. And the fact that she turns her very beautiful hair into bullets. But the thing is, they hurt Deku, but they're not meant to kill him.
Yeah, All For One wants him alive.
Yeah, before he fights her, he captures Muscular.
Yep, at the Dog Hero, which is so cool. I love this.
And the first time I see him since then, and I think just prior to that,
it was season 3.
He met again. Yeah, she pops up for this episode. She pops up for the last couple of this arc, and then she pops up for one episode after this one. Oh, the scarf.
I love this Deku. It was so cool.
Yeah, Gran Torino gave that to him. People were actually initially afraid of him because of his multiple quirks. So people think he's
like a villain.
Yeah. It's just new direction for him. He's not evil per se, just going dark.
Yeah.
But he's not evil.
He's not a bad guy.
Like
he's trying to do the right thing.
But I think he's more having a mental problem with him.
Mental breakdown.
Yes. And he also gets a chance to talk to his predecessors where like they give him advice. And at first, when he's in the world, even though still no one points this out though, Deku is naked and he's in front of a beautiful woman. He's butt naked.
Yep.
Yeah, and then eventually he's able to form his own mouth in that world.
Yeah, after you talk to all the you about Shigaraki, apparently you want to save Shigaraki, which, okay, I know that in the manga, but I'm confused about this. Why would you save Shigaraki? Because I know Shigaraki is a psycho, but why try to save him? Like,
he was guy is insane. The whole series.
Yeah.
But Shigaraki cannot be saved. He wants to be a monster. But then they want to save Shigaraki because there's a little boy.
And also, you can kind of blame his father.
His father was a scumbag. Yeah,
the fact that he beat up his own son for daring to look at a picture of his grandmother.
Yep.
All because from his perspective, he abandoned her. Kind of that's true, but not really. She had to get her own baby up for adoption to protect him.
Yeah, protect him from All For One.
And it's implied by the flashback, and it's never confirmed about this, that maybe because of how close she and Gran Torino are in that flashback, it's implied Gran Torino might be the father of that baby, but they never confirm it.
Wait, what? Wait. Okay. Really confused. But I thought that was not Gran Torino's son. I thought that was.
I mean, it's implied that these two may be a romantic couple. It's never confirmed.
I don't mean to confirm. My best guess, this kid, what tells me,
yeah, they never confirmed who the father is. Because It could be some random guy that she met and just basically got pregnant, and then she just basically made herself believe she never had a kid, even though she really did.
Yeah, that's my best guess.
And the fact her son hates her for the fact that he abandoned her, but yeah.
Yep. And
I mean-
his grandson went insane and became a monster.
Yep, all because basically they show in a flashback that because he accidentally killed his sister.
He killed his dog, killed his sister, killed his grandmother, killed his mother.
But I think of all those, the grandparent, I think those were actually his mother. I think those were his mother's parents.
Yeah, that was on his mom's side.
Yeah, but the thing is, of
Yep.
all those relatives, the only one he actually got along great with was his sister, and I believe his mom.
Yep.
His dad,
And
piece of crap, he is.
his
I think
dad
he
was
was so happy to
scumbag,
kill his
and he
father,
wanted to
but-
kill him.
I think of all, I think he was like the most satisfied killing his own father, but he was very sad he accidentally killed his own sister and the dog.
And killed his dog.
The grandparents, something else altogether. The
No,
Braille.
not the grandman. I said the dog. He killed the dog
Yes, by accident.
by accident.
When he activated his
Yeah.
powers. But with Dark
Yep.
Hero stuff, like right after he captures Muscular, which is very quick, it was actually a quicker
He was
battle.
so
than it
badass
was.
and awesome.
Yeah,
love
but
that
it felt
fight.
like it was faster paced than it was originally back in season 3.
True, but it made sense because that girl I think got more quirks and he got more abilities.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and plus he's not. Plus, they do confirm during this arc he actually has a new tech, mid gauntlets.
Yep, which is actually a reference to this.
To the first movie.
Yes, because they have to reference the All Might Pundit, All Might daughter.
It's the All Might's. It's his one of his tech person, his daughter, Melissa Shield.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
They do confirm that movie is canon. They say they got from overseas, the mid gauntlets. It could be Melissa made those for him. They'll say she has not appeared in the main manga yet. I think maybe she did for cameo. But she did return in the team up manga, which that manga is canon. Where it takes place, I don't know. But
that's cool.
They get this new look for him. He captures a bunch of villains looking for All for One, and then after he battles in the job for just 2 episodes, and then he sees Chi Gaisai, which of course basically like they actually added this line in, which was actually not in the anime because Endeavor asked Deku after he took out Lady the Job, was any of the villains there? He says Chi Gaisai's on the building.
Yep.
Which the manga.
Well, here to me, Lady the gun, she explodes. You're just like
but she survives because she's caught by Hawks.
Yeah, she's got Hawks saved her.
Hawks like, hey, hello, I'm Hawks. I'm your replacement.
Yep.
Yeah, and the reason why she turned against them because she did not want to do it anymore.
Commission boss.
Yeah, so she killed basically the previous chairman, and that the committee covered it up saying she killed a hero, which hero they don't say.
Yeah, which is really messed up. We get what? What the hell? Like,
yeah, it's the public security committee. I'm not sure if they're right based on real life politicians because the way they acted, they seem like real life politicians.
Yeah, they do.
I'm not saying which
the gun. She wanted to leave.
Like I'd probably say because he's Japanese, he probably based upon Japanese politicians, but probably didn't say which ones.
Probably.
That's my best guess.
Yep.
Because
so
holy shit, this got dark.
Oh, don't worry, she'll be back. She'll be back.
I'm glad she's alive. She's not dead.
And she helps out Deku in the current arc.
Oh, that's cool. Yay.
Yeah, she becomes an ally. I would not be surprised. It would be shocking if revealed that she actually kind of fell for him, despite the fact he's like 12. He's like 20 years younger than she is. She's like late 30s. He's like what 15, 16 years old. She's like 20 years older.
Yep.
So
she need to portray going over the hill. Yeah, it's true. Yep.
Yeah, maybe she felt like I have a feeling that it's probably more of a it's probably like a sibling relationship they might have.
Probably.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Yes. So after she is taken, Chi Gaisai basically all he wants to do is meet with his boss. And Deku is like, Do you
Apology
remember
to
what you
aliens.
did to Aerie? He says, yes.
Yep.
Apologize to Aerie, and I'll fulfill Lady God's promise.
Yep.
And that's the last you see of him because he never seen him again in the manga.
We're
So
gonna
bye-bye, Overhaul.
overhaul civic purpose. Literally, this guy was a monster anyway.
So he's done. He has not
done.
been seen since this chapter came out of the manga. So bye Overhaul. Final appearance in the series, doesn't die. He just written off like this. And then after this, they go to a mansion. Which
they
they
talk about
say
Oberlin, but Oberlin's that message.
Yeah, the mansion they go to is a former it's basically the way to describe it's like a version like I read the description of what this place headquarters was. It's almost like this organization was based upon a big organization from Marvel Comics.
Which one, Hydra or was it I forget what
way to describe this group.
AIM.
It reminds me of Great and Creed's group.
Oh, Creed.
I forget the Brother of Evil Mutants.
The Friendship of Humanity.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Based upon this organization was described, it reminded me of them.
That makes sense.
It's Friends of Humanity, that same organization. That's what it reminded me of. This organization. Apparently disbanded at some point. They're like, oh, former headquarters. Okay, fine. Of course, basically, overhaul. All might be there. So
Oberlin.
Yeah. So they go in. Nice looking mansion. Like, oh, it could be anywhere. You see Deku basically go in first. And then everyone's like, wait, just hold on.
It could be a trap.
And then they find a message from him via holographic message.
Yep.
He says up and the place explodes. As a matter of fact, that's the end of chapter in the manga was explosion. And then they go to, of course, everybody's still alive. No one died.
Yep.
How they survived? How they survived this explosion is never explained. They could say, "Oh, they probably got out before the thing exploded," but it's not really explained. And then we see
Oberlin did
people
say
participating in this little operation for this one. It's a small scale one where we have basically Endeavor, Deku, Hawks is here, All Might's actually not in this operation.
Oh.
He's probably off someplace else. Mount Lady's here. Her boyfriend is here because they confirmed that she and the tree guy are dating.
They are?
They confirmed that at the end of season, I think it was season 5 when they did the rankings. They confirmed they're dating.
Oh. I know about that.
And of course, after the explosion, I did note this because in the manga there's some dialogue going around about forming like they need some support system. Like they gave a lot of dialogue to Mount Lady in this scene. And I'm sure probably dialogue was originally her boyfriend's dialogue, but they switched to her because no, it's not Jamie. I highly doubt it was her basically pushing for this. I think because maybe Studio Bones probably felt as though because it's a very beautiful woman, probably because she's more bigger name character than her boyfriend is.
Yeah.
So they probably gave her his dialogue because she's bigger name character than he is.
That's true. That makes sense. Probably.
Yeah, so that whole scene does lead to the end of the season. So afterwards, Deku goes on his dark quest. He just abandons All Might for a few episodes. Also indirectly causes release of some really good food, which is a bento. Which I think I'm not sure who it's. I don't think it was All Might made that for him, but somebody else made it for him. This thing I've always been wondering about Japan and their lunches, like where like they have these bentos, which is just food, cooked food they make, and I'm like, when I think of a lunch, I think of food and a drink.
Yep.
It's almost like they forgot to give him a drink too.
Yep. Well, speaking of Oberlin, I want to talk about the speech. When Oberlin said like, oh, Deku, you got by me, but you said like it's now your turn. Because I get bored with All Might. No, I did him.
And the way he was pointing reminded me of the Uncle Sam wanted poster. You know. It's like basically the artist must take information from that poster for that little shot for him doing that. He probably took information from that. I highly doubt that all for one even knew about the poster. He probably did it because he
Yeah.
probably thought that was cool. I'm sure the writer probably took inspiration for that particular poster.
That's my best guess, and that it makes sense. But Obi-Wan instead of monster, I'm like, what the Obi-Wan is a psycho and a complete monster. Like,
Yep. So
Shinobi is a monster yet, but Obi-Wan is much worse.
yeah.
He's
So
very
Deku
much
goes off on his own. His outfit is tattered. His boots are practically almost like
destroyed.
Worn
yes.
out.
Yes, and he
Yeah.
needs rest. He's
He
like, nope,
does.
I'm fine. Goes out, and then we have basically where he takes on the dictator. That's what his villain's
Yep.
called. Where apparently his plot involves brainwashing.
Yep. Oh, Lena gonna survive.
Yeah, she does. Don't worry.
He does. Oh. Yep.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if she gave him a kiss on the cheek as a thank you for saving her.
Yeah, I agree with that. Deku would fuck down with a meeting.
I'm sure probably when Deku gets his first kiss, it's probably coming from Chaku.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
Yes. Folk
Fuck
turn?
turn.
Was that the dictator?
I think so. I think the
Yeah, I
guy
know
who
he was
controls
dictator in the
people.
anime, and I'm glad the fact they break the fact Deku.
Oh no,
doesn't
no, no!
exist.
I know fuck turn is. He's referring to this.
Oh yeah,
The
the
movie.
guy who hates the fact he's got powers.
Yeah, him.
Yeah. So basically, he goes to the All Might statue, and it's just me, or is that this whole area with the statue of All Might? Does that range you would happen of Death of Superman with the statue?
Yeah, it does remind me of
Somewhat.
Superman with the statue.
Yeah,
Somewhat.
because I know the writer has been on record. He says he's a big fan of American comics. I would
Yep.
not be surprised if he took us from DC, just switched out Superman with All Might.
It makes sense because All Might is covered with Superman as his world. Because
Yeah.
All Might brings hope, same as Superman.
Except All Might didn't fly.
True.
He leaked. Superman
Yep.
used to do that.
Superman
So-
is still in the golden age.
Also, if you saw us in the statue, you see is before this, where it says, I'm not here.
I'm not here. Yeah.
Yeah, as a basically a play on his catchphrase. I am here.
Yep.
So after he defeats the dictator, and it looks like he's about to lose, and then all of a sudden Class of 1A shows up.
We're very happy. Yay, they finally bring the equipment home. Except
Which
Deku
they
said,
do
no,
explain the
I don't
flashback
want
of
them home.
how this is accomplished. They do not like the fact that they're being, let's just say, that they're being left in the dark. What happened to Deku?
Yeah.
So I think I'm not sure it was Momo or you, Jack says, well, isn't Endeavor an alumni of UA?
Technically,
No. No.
They mentioned he is. He's alumni. So they go to the principal off screen,
Yep.
and it's like
I hate to cut you off, Nick. Endeavor was never sponsored directly by UA, but he was a UA graduate.
He was? I know about
Yes, he was a UA graduate because remember, during the recruitment tournaments, that's your opportunity to get sponsored and actually become a famous hero and go through the ranks. Endeavor was never got a spot for sponsorship in the tournaments, but he is a UA graduate.
yes.
He
So
just-
they contacted him, and I think they changed the wording here, where it's like, I think in the anime they said, "You set me up." I think in the manga they say you baited me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of weird. I think the term they said in the anime, I think that makes more sense than saying that they baited him.
That makes
Yeah,
more sense.
That makes more sense.
And then of course they mentioned also in a little flashback later, like they want Deku back and they formed a plan to take him down.
Yep.
And then
I want to make this perfectly clear. Deku was exhausted and on the verge of collapse in that fight.
Yeah.
If he-
But Deku did not have a chance to beat Class 1A. Class 1A were trying to stop him. But they
and it
don't
took
want
the
to hurt
person
him.
to stop
They want
it was the person who finally caught him was Ingenium.
Yep. It was awesome.
Really cool moment. Pinky got involved, Ochaku, Bakudo.
Bakugo, Todoroki.
Red Riot didn't do anything in this fight. He basically was trying to handcuff Dictator. He's like, I want
Yeah.
to get in that fight too. And then he says stuff to Deku later.
Yep. Mhm.
Given the fact that, well, he from what I can tell, him and Red Riot are pretty close friends.
Yeah, they're all close friends.
It seems like
That's
he's
why
close
I
friends with
actually.
a lot of the male members of the class, a lot of the big ones, and he's definitely one of the
Yep.
big ones. The female members, I'd say the only ones he's close to is probably Ochaku.
Yep.
I'd say Momo and Froppy.
And Floppy.
I could say also Earjack too, but he didn't get close to her until the school festival arc.
Yeah. Memorial, grapefruit kid. No.
He's like the whole thing about the joke is he's a pervert despite he's 12 years old.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
funny. Mhm.
Yeah, I never seen any rap because it's like almost 10:30. So
Yeah,
basically,
heard
after they
about-
take him
when-
back,
when-
they have to basically convince the people in the shelter, because they also mentioned apparently that they do a whole bunch of upgrades to the place, not just the wall, but much other stuff. So they bring him in, but people don't want him there. So Ochaku, they actually add a little bit of stuff with her in the anime, where they took a microphone from President Mike, who they pointed out he doesn't need a microphone, but he had one. So he goes
Yeah.
to the top of the UA school building, which they added her walking to the edge, which that was not in the manga, which cool on Studio Bones part.
Yeah, that made me happy.
Nice touch.
Yeah, and from what I could tell
Yep.
from the dialogue from manga to anime, I don't think they changed anything. Not even the dub.
It's word to word. It beat the beat. To figure
Yep.
out.
And then, of course, basically, like, he's like, go back to his dorm. And then as soon as he gets there, the guys need to, like, they pick him up, like, first thing, strip him naked, scrub him down, and then toss him in the tub. Because
Yeah, but it's funny.
the standard hot spring stuff, which is so funny. And Bakuno, for the first time in the series, addresses Deku by his first name.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is strange though. Like, you know each other for over a decade. How the heck did you forget his name?
Well,
I mean, he forgot. He forgot his name. No.
in a lot of ways,
Yeah.
Bakugo was just a dick.
Yeah, he did that first, but he trying to redeem himself after
Yeah.
everything he did.
And the thing is, he doesn't tell Deku the whole series not call him Kacchin.
Yeah.
But yet he's not the only person who calls him that. I think, if I remember correctly, no, Red Ryan doesn't call him Kacchin. I think it's I think Kaminari calls him Kacchin.
Yeah, Katamari.
I think that's
And Red Light, I think, and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else calls him Kacchin. I think the reason why that Bakuno allows him to call him that because no for a long time. And I think because he doesn't care.
Oh, I forgot. Speaking of the Charity Return, in season 3, we did see at the a little boy I think Decker saved. We did see him return at the end in when Ochami said that speech. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, the kid with the water powers.
I think so. The surgical
Yeah.
powers. Yeah, in the case of the scene with Ochako and the I'm sure Lucy probably was exhausted after she did that speech in the anime.
Oh yeah, that. But
The voice actress who voices Ochako.
Oh,
I'm sure she
cool.
was exhausted.
Yeah.
And is it something though that she's wearing a blue shirt next time we see her in bed?
Aw.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and then of course,
Hey.
and then Deku, he falls asleep on the couch. He wakes, he sees Off White, like, oh crap, he's attacking, and he uses Black Whip. And Ochaku is standing right in front of him. And she has barely a reaction to see him with the Black Whip.
Yep.
Like, apparently she's got no problem with that, but she'd be like, ooh, you probably got to pull me in so we can do it. I'm sure she's probably thinking in the back of her head that she wants him to do that, but he probably is not going to do that.
No.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it's a nice ending. And then,
Well, wait. We skipped some parts because we know that all my talk to class when I got parent we didn't get
I
Stain.
think he's the one
Stain
calling
returned.
out for ghosting them.
Well,
He
yeah,
also-
that. But
and of
what was
course,
Stain?
Yeah, and Todoroki tells him,
That was Stain.
yeah. Oh, yeah, Stain. Which, of course,
Yeah.
basically, like, great to see Stain again. First time to see him since season 2.
Yep.
Which, of course, the whole purpose of him being there is to show the fact that, oh, we see this woman who basically works on All Might's statue. And according to Stain, it's the last person he ever saved before he retired.
Yep. But also not just that. Stain also changed it to All Might because he needed to get information to All Might.
Yeah, the
But
fact
then
that
he
Hunter was
didn't believe that
broken
was
via
All Might.
radio waves. That was the info.
Yeah, but also
Which
you
I'm
know
thinking,
at the
radio
Stain
waves? It seems so odd of a thing like radio waves destroy the walls of Tartarus. Radio waves.
I thought yeah.
Well, if they're magnified by a quirk, if they're
The only
magnified,
person who has a quirk
was.
that is President Mike, but President Mike still got his quirk. Now the thing is, All for One is stealing quirks for years. Who he
Even
took
during
that one from
decades.
is a complete mystery.
Yep.
So then, of course, talks to cops later on about what's going on, and then, of course, we have that very cool scene at the end of the season, where like calls of the UN, where you see like the Egyptian. I think the Egyptian hero made his debut in Ward Hill's Mission.
Yeah, he did. He had it in the movie in this.
Yep, he shows up. The Russian hero's there, and then like you guys like you got here got sent. He's like, yeah, but she's left.
She left at the early. She left at the rush, and then we finally see her. She was so amazing. She was so hot and badass.
Yeah,
Miss
basically,
America, I
what I
think her
heard,
name is
Stars and
America?
Stripes.
Yeah.
Stars and Stripes.
Stars.
Which I've heard she's named after the comic book Stars and Stripes from DC.
That's cool. Like she looks so amazing. I love it.
But here's the thing: we don't
I
know
give
what
it
her quirk is until the very next story arc.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, which probably I'm sure probably season 7 is going to start up with that.
Yep, I can't wait for
Which
that.
I think all of us can agree. When we heard we're going to get season 7, we're like, not surprising, but we're happy we're going to get season 7.
I'm so happy. I made a video, but I'm so happy. But speaking of Stain, damn, Mommy, I didn't know Stain. But the fact that Stain returned, I was shocked we see this character come back. Because I thought he would be done, but damn, and you're so good with. But also, you're apparently that Stain wanted to be stopped. All my Stain wanted to be stopped because he killed 40 heroes. Which raised the question: wait, why did Stain want All Might to stop him?
Stain is kind of neutral at this point.
I guess that makes sense.
But I actually wanted to talk to you about this, Nick. How do you feel about the big two American Comics' current direction and the increasing use of shelf titles? Do you know what shelf titles are, Nick?
Titles put off there just because they feel like it, and they don't bother to promote them.
And cheap publicity, but yes.
That's
Because
true.
because Tim Drake Robin, that's a shelf title. Son of Kal-El, shelf title. I can't say Batgirls is a shelf title. I think that book was just mid, and that's just
I actually really enjoyed that book. It's sad it's ending after 19 issues.
Oh, yep. What'd you like about Batgirls?
I thought it was a really fun series. Just the 3 Batgirls working together. The fact they're just dealing with stuff in their own book. The fact that all 3 are acting as Batgirl. I especially love the fact that we actually have Cassandra Cain in her actual Batgirl costume in the book. Stephanie's costume is just, well, what her split costume was, except that they put the bat symbol on it. It's just a slight ultra spoiler costume. I wasn't really a fan of it. They do, in fact, put Barbara Gordon in the Batgirl costume occasionally, where she puts on her second costume she wore in the continuity, the one she wore when Gail Simone left. Which
the Burnside costume.
Yeah, that was not a favorite.
Yeah, I heard there's a rumor the reason the book got canceled was because they mentioned about the breakup between Tim and Stephanie.
I hate that play. That's so bullshit.
Okay. Since we've already addressed it, we might as well talk about it. All you had to do was you have Damian pretty much quitting being Robin, going off on his own, pretty much being God knows where for almost a year, and Tim like stepping in to be Robin again, like someone who peaked in high school, reliving their glory days. All you had to do was set up Tim and Stephanie having a heated argument. They need to bring Damian home, but Tim doesn't want to because Tim always resented Damian deep down, and Stephanie calls Tim out in the shit. That's literally all you had to do. You literally could have made a conversation out of that. Tim doesn't want to admit it. Stephanie throws an ultimatum in his face, and then they end up breaking up out of protest.
Which they don't mention how they broke up. They just broke up off screen.
It was bullshit. It was a bullshit idea from day one.
Now, I'm not gonna badmouth it in its entirety. People have different opinions, but Fitzmartin did not handle the criticism well and just went on a bloody tirade both on Twitter and on Dark Crisis Young Justice. After I read Dark Crisis Young Justice, I could not defend Megan Fitzmartin in any way.
Same. I couldn't do it anymore.
Yes,
I didn't.
and also the Tim Drake Rom book. Now, the artist, Rose, I love his artwork in other books, but this book, his artwork is terrible.
I
The art is
agree.
horrible in that book. I agree.
I'm gonna butcher this, but Romero or Rosmo does not work.
Rosmo.
Rosmo, thank you. Rosmo does not work well with Bat Family or typical hero characters.
He
Rosmo
did,
works.
he did do Harley Quinn,
Yeah. He saw it on Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn makes sense.
which is
Yeah,
strange that he left the book. And then, of course, recently, the research that came out, Stan Phillips is no longer the writer of the book. It's Tina Howard.
Yeah, Tina Howard
I
took
know
over.
Harley Quinn.
Tina Howard took over relatively recently in issue 28.
Yes. She also just took over, I think it was just last year, she took over Catwoman. Which, in my opinion, I actually like the stuff she's doing with the book.
Oh yeah, the Catwoman stuff is pretty good. What they're doing with right now. Say what you will about the Batcat breakup in 5G, but I feel like with bringing Aiko back or Amiko, Catwoman's in a relatively better place. Now she did have that rebound with that League of Assassins member Valiant or Valquaz.
I don't need Catwoman. I don't know who this is.
I do read it. I actually met one of the writers of the book, Ran B.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, and he did ask me, did I read the Julie Jones run? Yes, I did. Julie Jones is a great writer and artist. She did a great job with the book, and she did a great job with Wonder Girl. Sad the book got canceled after 7 issues.
I agree. Yara Flor was
I
arguably
agree.
arguably the biggest and only success from Future State
She's
slash
the only
5G.
character that she only get features that made sense, but she only get out of that good. All the other books are garbage. She said a horrible story.
Yes, and apparently
Not
after
story,
it was
event.
concluded, she got like 2 miniseries, and that's it. She also won a trades review recently. She appeared at the end of issue. I think it was
Trial of the Amazons.
she appeared at the end of issue 794.
Which is Rise of Planet. She didn't write Planet the one called
Which is right at Pegasus.
Yeah, Julia Jones got done dirty. I think she was contracted specifically for 5G slash Future State, and when that imploded, she just got canned.
Yep.
Yeah, Future State. I do like some of the stories for it, but not everything per se. There are characters popped up in Future State that we have nowadays. Well, the Magistrate was something that popped up in Future State in the Bat titles.
Red X is horrible. Whatever a terrible idea.
Yeah, Red X was a disappointment where they say, "Oh, the guy who was Red X in the Teen Titans Academy, he's not in the previous one. We don't know who the heck this guy is. He just randomly shows up. It's like basically Tim Sheridan just gave up with that storyline.
Actually, I feel like Red X was forced on it because let's be honest, Red X was the hook of Titans Academy, but Tim Sheridan wanted to pretty much copy Marvel, Strange Academy with Marvel, where they were introducing a bunch of new child characters. So I feel like editorial forced Red X on him for the sake of marketing.
Yes.
Yeah, but all the games were all boring. None of the games ended. It all sucked. I don't get it.
I thought it was kind of weird that
Tevia, let Nick finish.
The Titans Academy based out of the Titans Tower that popped up in Dan Abnett's Titans book.
Yep.
Yeah, but here's what I would have done. I would have split Titans Academy between the actual Titans book where you have Nightwing, Beast Boy, Starfire, and the Adam Glass roster, and then I keep Titans Academy focused solely on the students.
Mm-hmm.
The only downside, you actually have to address the fallout from the Adam Glass run and trying to bring Damian back into the fold, which really wouldn't have been that much to do. All you had to do was give that book a tie-in for Shadow War.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You really wouldn't have to do a whole lot.
That book didn't have Shadow War in it. Shadow War just basically focused on books that Josh Williams was writing at that point, which was just
it was self-contained.
Yeah, self-contained, but it was a damn good crossover. I loved it.
Titans Academy only called it with one crossover, War of Earth 3. And that's
Some would say Red X was the saving grace of Titans Academy. Titans Academy itself was just meandering more than anything.
Yeah, one character I felt really had no business being there, but for some reason he was kind of a student there. Captain Marvel.
Oh, Shazam.
Yeah, that made me mad, and the fact that kind of got screwed over pissed me off.
I think Billy. No, that was to tie with Future State as the Academy is destroyed, the forces of Apocalypse, and then Billy takes Raven to the Rock of Eternity to keep her sealed.
They left on that story. They left on that story of existence because it didn't matter. Because that story was pointless. Did the World of Earth 3.
Yeah, that book crossed over with not only
Suicide Squad,
Flash. Flash, I get the reason why that one's involved because he can do travel between worlds. Titans Academy really had no reason part of this crossover.
Yeah, this could have been Flash and Suicide Squad, and no one would have cared.
Yep.
Yeah, and the weird thing is, after this crossover wrapped up, Flash is still continuing, no problem. Titans Academy ended, and Suicide Squad ended. Which, here's the thing, I actually liked the Robbie Thompson Suicide Squad run.
Yeah, it was good. Now,
I don't
no. Say what you will about his Robbie Thompson taking over. Okay, Adam Glass was just going for as much melodrama as humanly possible.
It was Suicide Squad. It should go for Teen Titans. It was horrible.
But Robbie Thompson was a co-writer during Gen War, or I think just before Gen War, and he made the best out of a bad situation. So I definitely feel like Robbie Thompson redeemed himself.
I think Robbie Thompson was also the last writer who wrote that volume for Teen Titans. He took over Adam Glass.
He wrote the annual, which sucked.
Yeah, I don't think he wrote just the end. I think he wrote the last few issues of that run because Adam Glass did finish that run.
Yeah, Adam Glass left after issue 38, 39, I want to say.
Yes, because he had that storyline of who is the other?
Who's the heretic?
Yes, a character Grant Morrison's one, which means that all of the characters who died Grant Morrison, with the exception of the previous night, are all alive. Talia, David.
How the hell is he still alive? Why is he dead yet? Did he get head chopped off?
Yes, he got revived by some unknown assassin. We don't know who the heck this guy is. I think Adam Glass probably threw him because
he needed a twist.
He needed a twist, but I'm thinking, the heretic?
Seriously? Why bring him back? I don't get it.
He got beheaded by Talia, and then he got brought back by this unknown assassin, which we don't know who the heck this guy is because they didn't follow up with it. And after the story wrapped up, he was completely forgotten about.
Actually, he does have the Book of the Damned, so that might come into play during Night Terror this summer.
Which I think is going to be a back crossover.
No. It's a call of Superman, Batman 101, and the DCU at the event.
Yes, and we're getting their Titans book soon by Tom Taylor.
Yeah. I don't feel with that. After Summer Carol, after Tell event, John Campbell, which, John Avengers issue 2 with a bullshit lie. Ultraman, pointless.
Yeah, he gets killed by Injustice Superman.
Right, which is that plot with the time.
Here's my thoughts on that. I'm just going to be on camera for this. But I've actually talked about this with Tevia in our previous collaborations. But Injustice was always going to be the hook for Adventures of Superman John Kent. No one's denying that. Yep. But I would have gone for an even split. You actually get the first 3 issues, John confronting Ultraman and his trauma since going to Earth 3. And then you focus on Injustice for the last 3. With the way Tom Taylor's doing it now, yes, we are not getting any multiverse events anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
But with the way Tom Taylor is going about it now, he gave Ultraman 2 issues. He's probably going to give Injustice about 3, and then issue 6 is going to be the big finale. He really tries to go for the spectacle.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, heard Superman was life scarf. Yeah, that happened in Superman.
Yeah, that happened. But let's do a game in the comedy.
Yeah, but Josh Williamson,
super cool.
Like, it is not a surprise that Josh Williamson does a great job writing Superman.
Oh no, not at all.
Yep.
Because aside from Mark Waid, he is actually one of the very few one handful writers DC who actually does his job well and does very woke stuff in his comics. He's not controversial. Like, I've heard nothing bad about Josh Williamson at all.
No, his Robin 2021 book,
amazing. One of the best books ever. Wait, that's something on a train wreck.
And the book told me this. A lot of the characters piled up in that first major story arc were basically He told me this. It's his love letter to Chuck Dixon.
Yep. Connor
And
Hawk,
here's
your
the thing.
turn.
Here's
Yay.
the thing about one of those characters. He had no idea until I told him this. Connor Hawk. He thought he was a Chuck Dixon created character.
He was
And-
not.
Nope. He had no
Nope.
idea. Josh Williams had no idea that he was actually a Caleb Hewitt character.
That's cool.
Yeah. And here's a fun fact. Did you know Connor Hawk is actually one of two characters that Caleb Hewitt created for DC? Guess the other one was?
Yeah. Who?
Cassie Kane.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he created Cassie Kane as well.
Okay, that's very cool.
Yeah, and it's something, though, that apparently these two, they become a couple in the comics. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, they were paired together a couple times. They even tried to pair Cassie with Connor. It was always a one on and off type thing.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I remember also this one issue of Batman Now, not the recent run, the previous run by Dixon, where you had her basically walk to the kitchen and she's butt naked. And
I
she's
remember that.
asked, like, are we out of towels? No. Where's your underwear? Because she's
That's
walking
funny.
into the kitchen because she doesn't give a damn.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yes, that's Chuck Dixon for you. I love Chuck Dixon's work. And he actually does some humor in his books.
He does.
Yep.
He does.
Mm.
And when Chuck Dixon's reaction to the Tim Drake retcon, he was pissed.
I don't
showed
blame
some-
him. I'm
I'm
gonna
not
say this one.
surprised. One person I would love to hear his reaction for this is Mark Wolfman.
Same.
Same.
Because Mark Wolfman created him. So did Pat Broderick. I'm sure they feel not happy about this at all.
No one happy about this. It's the whole retcon. What's this whole? What's up? This retcon gets erased out of existence, and we're gonna deal.
A de-
We're all
uh,
goes bye bye.
Retcon of a retcon. It's usually that's a deconstruction of some kind.
Yeah,
But
Jeff John's done it a couple times before. He did a retcon of
Yeah.
retcon.
yeah, but
But the only book Jeff John's working now is just Justice Society America, which it's good.
it's self-contained,
Stargirl.
but it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Stargirl is good. Stargirl
I've never read a
book.
bad book by Jeff Johns.
Except
Wow, the Avengers book was bad. Avengers, don't read it.
I've read it.
Much.
I reviewed it. I didn't think the book was that bad.
it's decent, but he works better with DC characters than
Yeah,
he does
I heard
with
the
Marvel.
reason why he switched
Marvel.
DC after his Marvel stuff because DC pays better.
That is also
That's
true.
true.
That is also
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, but it's getting kind of late now. We should probably
Yeah,
wrap it.
anyway, it's probably about Final Fight on scene 6. Final Fight entire scene. Great scene. I love the scene. It is better than season 5. I didn't think that book great. It's a great season and one of my favorite. But I made it season 7. Explained into the Miss America. Not Miss America, but I forget.
Stars and Stripes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
made
I
that
just point out
season
those
7.
extra storks and we're gonna probably start season 7 with. They're not long. The first story arc, Stars and Stripe, that is like 6 chapters, and the very next
That's
one, UA
short?
Trader. Yeah,
Holy shit.
UA Trader,
Yeah.
which is basically next. That one's actually
Yep.
been on for quite a while. UA Trader. That's only 8 chapters.
Wow.
Season
That's good.
7 is going to be relatively short. We're going to cover a lot of ground in season 7.
Yeah, either
Yeah.
for the first story arcs, they're gonna stretch these out, or they're gonna have them contained in just a handful of episodes.
I can see how they stretch some of these 8 arcs out. Because
Yeah,
it's
which there's a lot of shocking
really-
things way this arc that the current arc doing now, which either now when it's going to start, we have no date for it yet. We do know season
Yeah.
8 is coming. I would not be surprised if it's October again.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
but the English dub came out around this year because technically the show didn't put me at the last year. English dub didn't come out till this year.
Yeah, the writer
Okay.
mentioned at the end, he said it at the end of 2021, at the end of 2022 that was going to end the series, but apparently he changed his mind. Now the reason why he said that because of a contract issue.
Content issue. I know about this.
Yes, it was a contract issue with Shonen Jump.
Ow. Shit.
Yep, that
That's
was the
not
reason, that was
good.
the reason why he said that. He felt as though, and I think the reason why he wanted to keep on with the book because I think he wants to give the book an actual conclusion, not rush it.
Which
I
I'm
agree.
all for that. Thank God. I'm all for it at the now conclusion. You take your time and don't rush it.
Yeah,
I
I
want
think
to
in the
add a
case
great
of
scene
season
ending.
7, aside from adapting the manga, if you want to basically You wait for the dark stuff before it gets to the. If you want basically some light to start the anime off with, why not adapt some of the team-up stories or maybe the light novels? There's plenty of stuff you could adapt there.
Or that Vigilante. Do some
Vigilante's
story
not
like
good. Just as the series is over, you could do it as basically like a mid-season, basically like a standing season until basically My Hero Academia until the final arc wraps up. You can adapt that. The series itself is not very long. It's not as long as My Hero. I think it's like 225 chapters. I think it is. So I don't think it would take too long.
Hold on, can y'all hear me? I'm having I'm lagging.
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see it. I can't see it on the screen. It's not showing it.
Hold on, give me just a moment.
Okay.
Wow.
Like I see Rhino in the after the small picture. Big picture did nothing.
Mm-hmm. Other comics that we can probably discuss another time, but we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, I probably wrap this up. Jay. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. What was
Wait,
last
no.
Well, I'll talk to somebody when we get to wrap up the stream here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, season 6 is good.
Yeah,
Nothing bad about the whole season.
I love the scene. It was a great season. It was bad and fun. And this scene got dark. It got brutal. Got violent. Very insane. But I'm not trying to tell you it was sad, depressing. This way, it had a happy ending to the season. Now, obviously, I know it's a different show together. That's another camera in itself. And I'm excited for season 7. I know we're going to season 7, but I can't wait. But as my rating, I can see every day 5/5.
Oh, one thing we forgot to mention about this season. There's no anime original episode this whole season.
That is true.
Isn't that weird?
It's got weird
because I think season 3 had the first ever one. Season 4 had one. I think season 4 had 2.
Had one.
Yeah, had one. I think 4 had 2.
Yep.
This season, none.
Yeah, it's in none.
Which is that's another fun fact with the season, first and season 2. No anime original episode.
Yep, and no movie. There no 7 movie whatsoever.
I think the reason why, because here's the thing: the movie came out. What was it? Just last year?
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we needed one this soon. Maybe
I'm fine with that.
Seasons. I think they can probably work in between seasons, but the thing is, where can you place it? That's
you can't. This is so important that you can't put it anywhere.
Yeah. But
so yeah, my rating is 5.8 plus, and I love the scene. I can't see 7. Well, Nick, what's your rating?
10 out of 10. It's really good.
Nice. Yep, and it's Natty with here in general, or hang on, I'll try to get it with Jay. Go before we wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, what's your prediction for season 7?
Excuse me. Season 7 may be the same amount of episodes as this season, but they might stretch it.
I can see that being the case.
Because if we think about it, there's not really a high number of chapters left. If you're curious where they left off with, we left off with chapter 328. I think the manga has gone to 384 right now. So we got roughly about 60 chapters right now. I'd say close to 60 chapters left to adapt for the anime right now. So hopefully they give the manga time to release more chapters.
Yeah, hopefully. Good. I don't want the scene to be rushed. I want them to take their time. Because I don't want no situation similar to not Attack on Titan, but similar to
one thing I wouldn't mind though if they want to stretch the season out, because this last season didn't have any original episodes, maybe throw in a few for season 7.
That could work. I'm up for that.
Because One Piece does it does this too. Whenever they don't want to
Super did it.
Yeah, where they basically add more story there. in order to give the manga more time. You could do it for season 7.
Yep.
But I'm sure the 2 arcs will be adapted.
I don't know if I should about a crossover with another manga, which I didn't know about this because I enjoyed the anime. So crossover with the weird anime manga called Some Go Back Girl. I don't know what it's called. It was a weird crossover episode.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the one series that probably tonal-wise wouldn't work, despite being the same genre, One Punch Man.
One Punch Man cannot work by her.
Because the whole tone is completely different. Because One Punch Man is a comedy.
I think One Punch Man is more dark comedy.
It's also can be a comedy as well because of the main character.
That's true, yeah. He's been overpowered at one point. That's
the
it.
fact he's OP.
Yeah, that's the joke.
And the fact he got that way from doing lots of exercise.
Yeah, it's
which
funny.
Even Daniels calls bullcrap on.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh. They said, in palms. Damn it.
Yep.
Oops.
Well,
anyway, we do have a lot to say in that show. So yeah, my Final Fight it's a good season. You know what? Hang on, I'll probably see actually what you're winning.
Excuse me. I don't think it's any more comments, Tibia.
Yeah, there isn't. And it turns him at JE on Twitter. Oh, I still want to Lewis and Clark.
I haven't watched it. My dad has been watching it. He loves the show.
I love that show. I'm still watching it. I'll be more.
Yeah, even I call weird the fact that Superman's got 2 kids now. So is that?
Yeah.
So do you have to go someplace or?
No, he had Anna Palms. That's the thing.
Okay. All right.
If I can't get Lee then I'll probably finish something. But anyway, as for the future, I'm excited for the future of the show because they have a next. And until then, we see him. But anyway, final thoughts, good show. Coming for more. I think that's it. Mm-hmm. So we what I know here. If Jay can't rejoin us, then I'll finish something.
Yep, I agree.
Go for Super Sons. Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree with that.
Yep. So, one to hear, right?
Yeah.
So, until whenever we have our next live show.
Oh, wait. He's here.
Oh, he's back.
Sorry about that. I was having technical difficulties. I was, I give My Hero Academia season 6 an 8. There were some nitpicks I had in general, but that wouldn't hinder my overall experience. So I'm going to be fair and give it an 8. Give it an 8 out of 10.
Yep. I agree with that. I thought I was watching. I watched My Hero before, and that's it.
I'm watching.
Sorry.
But he's asking what anime guys are watching. I'm watching One Piece, Eden Zero. Hope I get a chance to watch the current season of Demon Slayer, Case Closed, Revolution, both free. I think that's it. Because Trek and Stampede wrapped up. I'm not watching it right now. Soon we add to my schedule is going to be the second season of No More Smartphone and third season of Konosuba.
Nice. I thought my anime because I'm probably gonna watch Demon Slayer when the English dub one come back because I'm gonna wait for the English dub to come out that one. But no matter anything else, when Attack on Titan does return the final season for that final season, which
they must it down.
Yeah, they are shutting that part 3 coming out soon.
Gundam Witch.
Stampede going on in Gundam Witch. Nice.
I've heard Vinland Saga. I haven't watched it. I heard it's really good. Gundam Witch. I've never heard of that one.
Neither have I. Anyway, we should probably end it here because this thing's way longer. Thank you for joining My Hero Academia season 6 discussion. Another discussion on yeah, Jay, what are you guys with channel?
Myself, I'm just doing a lot of Soul Chart playthroughs. I've actually done a few videos on Tim Drake. I've done Super Sons. I've done John Kent. I'm actually have a Roundhouse video in the works from Teen Titans Rebirth, so that should be
Nice.
fun. And again, my name's J Heat Blaze. Like, comment, subscribe, flame on.
Yep.
Human Torch. Well, you can find me on my YouTube channel where I do lots of reviews on anime, graphic novels, some movies. I might review a light novel here and there, mostly just do anime and comics. That's mostly with lately. But I did upload one video today. I'll also review some tokusatsu stuff. I review Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and Metal Heroes.
Yep. Speaking of Atlanta, like Jay, do you cover him?
Hold on. Yes, I'm doing a video on Roundhouse. Give me just a second. I actually got the thumbnail already made.
Yeah.
Give me.
Okay.
When I first saw him, he looked like a riff of Gold Balls from Marvel.
Yeah, he is Gold Balls. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Him,
I thought was a really weird addition. We'll talk more about that later.
But
Yeah.
hopefully, Nick, if you're welcome to join us, I can actually send you the link as well. We can all talk about it together. But
Okay.
give me just a moment. Okay. And see?
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Yeah, we see. Let's go. Lana, new Judas or Broken Child seeking redemption. Nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really call him a Judas. I just feel like he was just a kid who played victim mentality, who played the victim and did a lot of stupid things.
Yep.
Yep, indeed.
But that's a video for another day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyway, yeah, we're fine. Thank you for joining my organization discussion. See you in my next video on something. Well, okay, so tomorrow is comic day, so I'll probably do my review of Superman Lost, maybe. I mean, maybe issue 2, but then maybe issue 1. I think it comes out this week. Is Spider-Man comes out? Oh god.
Deceased comes out next week. Deceased comes out next week.
Yeah.
Flash
I know
7
that the Reese miniseries, they have one issue left.
Yep.
Yeah. This is going to be a Marvel week, so get ready for some cringe.
Yeah. One thing I noticed between Marvel and DC, Marvel released a lot of books.
Yeah, they do.
DC, like, I checked the first week of this month, they only released like 6 comics.
7, actually.
Yeah.
But
7.
Close. But at times, I think they don't release as much comics as Marvel does. Marvel releases like way too much. They still release way too much.
Yeah.
I remember at one point, for 1 week, they released like 30 comics in 1 week.
I remember that.
Movie. Nice.
I haven't watched the Salem movie. I think that's really The Crystal. That's movies that come after the show. I haven't watched the movies yet, so I don't have an opinion on them.
Never.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Or I'm gonna call it. Yeah. I thought any coming out of my channel, I'll do something. But until then, we'll always have it. And then I'll join my organization discussion. This stream went a little bit longer than planned. Then we'll join City of Next Gun on something maybe Attack on Titan with nothing left up in the future. But until then, then join us and see you next. See ya.
See ya.